So the question and recap and stuff is going to be a little wonky this time because the question's going to come after I describe with the rest of the contents of the lady's possessions that you were digging through because I did leave out some of it for the start of this session.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're looking through her stuff, you do find the items that I listed before, which you all should already have recorded. You find a holy symbol to Lamashtu. It is very similar to the one you found on the previous Lamia. You've already probably surmised at this point that this is the sister the other one's letter was talking about. Inside one of her in her pocket of her clothing, you find a small scroll tube, and when you open it up, you see a list of names, and you see it's described as these are the people that have received the Sahedron tattoo as favorite customers of paradise, quote unquote. Though you do see a second, a smaller list of names, on the list of names towards the end, not a smaller list of names. You see a particular name that's been circled with a comment underneath it of one who has agreed to grant their greed to the master's need. The name underneath this that has been circled is the name Caven Windstrike.
Mm-hmm.
One you have been traveling with at the moment that has been very nervous and that kind of put some suspicions at rest. Before you deal with him and whatever may come from that, now we will jump into the question. The question for this week is, you have now run into two Lamias that seem to worship Lamashtu and that have been involved heavily with whether it be death of many people or something to do with greedy individuals. What do you think these Lamia have been after? Or what would your characters think their goal is?
Well, the one after the the pool was entirely separate, but they're working off the same thing.
If I may, Lucilla believes that they are magically harvesting sin energy, if that is such a thing, to either revive the Runelord of Greed or unlock something that he sealed away.
Synergy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's going in the book.
Yep. Now, any Lamias you come across are going to have full business attire, talking about their synergy.
Yeah, no, that's a good guess.
Yeah, Fix would say is under the assumption that harvesting vice for some sort of ritual or promoting vice for a ritual.
Yeah, general soul harvestry, with the sin and Sahedron marking, making it easier. Who knows? But we should probably stop it.
Yeah, it might not be soul harvesting. It could just be something else. I mean, there's lots of different things.
Mm-hmm.
You can only get away with harvesting so many souls before, someone of Pharasma comes down on you like a hammer.
Those are mine.
Pretty much. Just a freaking scary crow person shows up, cracks knuckles, so you've been stealing souls again, huh?
That's a Paladin. So what about Arish, Manuel, and Gogmert? What are your opinions?
I mean, I pretty much agree with Gambo's conjecture.
I think in character I've been sharing notes with Rish as well.
Yeah.
Probably. Like I said, I probably lean more towards just general whole soul gathering, but that is one thing that Rish's religion really doesn't like. He's messing with souls. Not quite to charisma level, but all of the lizard folk souls automatically belong to Tinsharecha. The rest of you go wherever.
Is there a culture where they're like, yeah, in this culture we love getting our souls fondled?
I mean, Chiliacs?
I was gonna argue those atheist people that seal their minds in a mindscape when they die, maybe?
They don't want their souls fondled. They don't want the gods to even fuck with their souls at all.
I was going to argue like the French.
What was it? Little death
No,
cartoon,
you
floating
mistook-
isle of
You mistook
Mandingo.
souls with balls?
It's easy to mistake. They're both very round. Yes?
Can you repeat your question, Richard?
What do you think is the end goal for these Lamias that you've come across? They seem to be Lamashtu worshippers and after something to do with greedy people.
They want Juan's ass to replace their current snake ass, to become a more powerful celestial snake ass. No, that's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on these motherfucking planes. And yes, that is a planes, like astral plane.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
joke.
I just had a realization, but I'll wait till after the question to share it. It's unrelated, but funny.
I'm just waiting for Cope and Michael.
Yeah, Emmanuel would assume that they simply want to increase the power of their church in order to gain more followers and more funds.
There we go. Expansion packs that never happened. Snakes on a Planescape Torment.
Well, with Gogmar not knowing that much about them in general, probably just basic motives, whatever brings them here, gives them some kind of advantage or power over, either gives them some kind of new power that they didn't have before that they're seeking, or maybe they're doing it for money, I don't know.
That works. Okay, so the question is, who would be looking over this list of names?
I would.
Okay.
Most people seem to pass a lot of paper things to me. Also, I'm just going to say this real quick. Given goblins believe that words steal the words out of your head, the spell Skywrite must be terrifying for them.
Interesting. When I loaded in, I couldn't see anything, but when I moved my token, the vision reset.
But yeah, I see that list of names.
Yeah.
Are we
So
staying
yeah, you
here?
do see the name Caven Windstrike circled, and said one who is how do I word it? Blah blah blah. One who has agreed to grant their greed to the master's need. And currently, I don't have them on the sheet, the map, but they are trailing behind Emmanuel at the moment.
Yeah, I show the scroll thing to Affixa and I tap on it and non-verbally be like, look at this.
Mm.
It's an alliteration that can be good.
Mm-hmm. She would nod and just kind of, through bonded mind, say, yep, that follows from what we seen about him earlier. Look around. Are we going to keep pressing this advantage, or because I don't know how things are looking out there from the distraction we made?
No going back. I say that out loud without the bonded mind thing, if we're just talking about.
Yeah.
But of
you-
course we
you-
can. The tunnel's open behind me.
Vale would chime out from the behind Emmanuel, like, well, if we retreat now, they're most likely going to seal off whatever exit the snakes or the shocking lizards came out of, so they don't do it again.
Oh, I wasn't talking about withdrawing. I was talking about just not resting and just going now instead of just lingering and talking and going and deciphering all this loot and stuff like that.
Well, we could take 5 minutes here. Like, we don't have to sprint, run, you know? Because, I mean, you're a little beat up. Tangletooth there looks a little worse from where I've still got my full suite of spells. We could do a little patching up before we press forward.
Yeah, I'll hand out
What-
some heals.
What happened to the Lamia? Did they just die, or are they just a corpse?
They are dead. Like, they were taken below their con, so...
Yeah, they're material creatures. I think you thought they were celestial.
No. It is a monstrous humanoid by rules of the game. Which actually does bring me to another point. For monster rules for studying creatures and stuff, I haven't realized I've been giving away too much information. I did add a monster lore rules to our little list of things building up. It has the list of the DCs. Each time that you would make the roll, every 5 points by which you exceed the DC, you get one extra piece of information.
Okay.
But if you were just to meet the DC, it would just be one piece of information. And I would basically give you a list of things that you could, like, would you like to know, like, defensive capabilities, offensive, whatever? Because I'm not going to let you just choose something that they don't have. Like, hey, I want to know what they're resistant to. Well, they're not resistant to anything. I'm not going to just be like, oh, no, that's all you get.
Cool. Yeah, because for my naturalist, it just have to beat any of those. Doesn't matter how much.
Yeah.
What are they vulnerable to? You recall that they are vulnerable to being damaged.
They're vulnerable to death.
Yes.
Fix
Exsanguination.
Occasionally, you will stab them, and maybe they will bleed.
Every now and then, while you guys are healing, you keep catching Juan giving eyes to Gogmert.
Fix would turn her attention
what?
to
Nothing.
Fix would turn her attention to Yukai. Ask him to go invisible and scout outside, see how the chaos is doing, and let us know if they start to seem to be gaining under control.
Okay. He's like, I guess I can do that. Goes invisible and flutters away. Heads back down the hallway, down the caves.
She will let him through this door if this seems like the door outside.
Okay. Yeah, if you would like to do that.
Yeah, just crack it open for a second.
I will just go ahead and move the dynamic line so you can see. Looks to be like a stairway going up.
Okay. Although there a door? I don't remember if I saw basement stairs.
Looks like there's a door here too, right?
There is.
Okay.
Before you go into that one, I'm just going up, seeing what he sees because I want to make sure I can get it right. Because I imagine you're taking some time to heal and stuff.
Yeah, Michael, that's 25 for your cat.
Yeah, and I've got 2 Cure Light Wound scrolls I'm gonna use on them.
And let me know if once it's been more than 8 minutes since the start of the fight, because that's when my buffs wear out.
If you're taking time to heal and have him scout, the 8 minutes will be good.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I guess I'll security check this room.
No worries. So yeah, I was just so before I open that room, eventually, you guy does come back. He's like, well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is the building that we set fire to is completely up in flames. It is mostly burnt up. Looks like there was quite a few ogres inside. There does seem to be a couple dead ogres from electricity of those lizards. Having gone through it, most of the lizards now are dead. The ones that aren't dead, they're currently beating to a pulp. There is blood everywhere up there, by the way, and I am glad I am not squeamish.
Was the blood everywhere the bad news?
The bad news is there's still quite a lot of ogres. And there's a lot of doors I couldn't get into, so I don't know exactly how many might be in rooms I can't see. I think I counted 5 ogres still left inside the first floor.
Okay. I mean, sounds like we did a good chunk of them, though. I mean, we took on 5 in the scouting party.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's not bad news. Huzzah. as he just kind of flies back onto your shoulder.
Were outside or inside?
What was that?
Were they outside or inside?
The 5 are inside. There are more outside. They're still like the ones he saw. It looks like a good like half dozen outside. They seem to be busy trying to put out whatever remains of the fire, as well as dealing with the lizards.
Yeah, we take care of one's inside. It's good at choke point to take care of one's outside. Assuming not more than we know of inside.
And to get to your point about checking the other room, if it would let me. Why is it not letting me select this?
Because it likes to see you suffer. I know that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not letting me adjust the dynamic lighting thing. There's like a line that I made for the wall, the map,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just not letting me edit it. So I am going.
Are you in the quick and drag to make a box method?
No, I was just on the select thing. So I'm just moving you guys in there one at a time, so I can just show you it, see what it is.
Jail cells, huh?
That way you can get it on your map, because I can't actually. Like, you can go through it, it looks like, but for some reason, I can't remove the wall on it.
Yeah, I can't go back now.
Nothing in them or anything, right?
So yeah, looking at the cells themselves are just grime, blood splattered, but empty, save for some straw mats, and you see occasional rats scurry by.
Oh, rats.
Yep.
Well, I didn't
Not rat folk.
prisoners.
Not this time. I do bonded mine to the rest of the group except Emmanuel because he still hasn't gotten that feat. So what do we want to do about Wind Strike? He's on this list.
Nothing at the moment, but keep an eye on him. I'd say.
You said that there are prisons in here, right? Or cells?
There's cells, yeah.
Fix would kind of look around and, like, might be best to leave him there where he can't turn against us at an opportune moment.
It's a good idea, but have key.
Can you convince the others about that?
I think have seen his name on that shift of paper might be favorable. Again, we're just holding him aside and not doing any harm to him.
I mean, if you think you can sell it, go ahead.
I mean, they've got to know there was. We already talked about this before, that there must have been some kind of insider. I don't think it'll be that hard of a sell. That hard of a sell, but I'm just.
I get it. I'm not laughing, but I get it.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Was that the meatball voice?
Yes, Meatwad.
Alright. Well, might also bring him in here so we could bring this out in the open.
So I'm still not just going to bring the token over right now, but
Yeah.
they would enter the room and follow you if you were leading them into the cell area.
And kind of at that, Fix would kind of turn and look at the three of them and say, one of your names is on this sheet of paper saying that they are connected to this group. And her eyes would just fall flat on, crap, I forgot his name.
Craven.
Mm.
Kind of rhymes with Craven.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, you see his face is just white as a sheet, and then he immediately turns and tries to run. But you see the other two had kind of looked over at like where your eyes are staring, kind of picking up what you're saying, and they were immediately ready to go and grab him. And they're like, "Are you sure about this? This is very worrying news if this is true." Like he's still trying to move and like I don't know what you're talking about. She's obviously crazy.
Then why are you trying to run?
Because it looks like you're trying to lock me in a cell.
I mean, would you rather have a different alternative?
I mean, we could always throw you out front and use you as a human shield against all the ogres outside. But I fear this way we could set you aside where you can't harm us or anybody else and come back for you once, we finish up here.
Jakarta's like, I do, as much as I don't want to believe this, I do need proof. Do you have something that tipped you off?
The tattoo.
Well, apart from that tattoo, and Fix would look to Lucilla to, hand over the sheet of paper.
I bonded mine. I'm like, use him as a human shield? Jeez, that's harsh. I was just going to say break his knees, but damn.
Fix would look back and say, either forward or here, one of the options, and try to make it more appealing to stay.
So yeah, they you see Vale kind of tug at his sleeve and reveal the 7-pointed star on his arm, and like Jakarta's, when you hold out the parchment, looks it over, and they both get like that very serious look on their face, and they don't like even acknowledge him. Like the crime of betraying the Black Arrows is a grave one, and you see Vale kind of kick Kaven's knees out from under him, and the sentencing is execution by beheading. If you would mind stepping to the other room so we can do this grisly task, we would be obliged. This is an internal matter we wish to take care of.
He might have information we could talk to him about after we're done with this place.
Go ahead and give me a diplomacy. It shouldn't be too hard. They're pretty receptive towards you guys right now.
19?
Yeah, that's fine. And he's like, he thinks about it, just like, fine. And they begin the process of stripping him of all of his gear. Basically just leaving him in small cloths and then shoving him into the farthest cell.
I mean, if you break one of his fingers, I didn't see anything.
No, then we have to go back and open the cell, and then he tries to escape again. He can just stew there until his execution time. Meanwhile, like Shalalu's in the back, be like, "So that was serious. Should we see about killing some things?"
Hold on, back up to that thought there, Shalalu. We just killed people, but locking someone in a cell was very serious.
Well, more the temperament and everything, but also we kill things all the time. I mean, we literally killed a whole family. Are we really going to be splitting hairs here?
I mean, when you say it like that,
We should.
Is there a difference between killing and murder?
Yes.
I assume the law.
He's kill food is not murder.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, while they're having that discussion, Fix will go up to the cell and just kind of lean up against it and say, "Well, I cannot really dissuade your brothers for committing judgment on your crimes. This is an opportunity for atonement. Let us know what you know about what transpired here and the involvement you had with it."
Go ahead and give me a diplomacy.
Gumbo, are you implying that all the goblins our friend Shalalu killed wasn't murder?
Let me tap a hero point to reroll that.
No worries. Let me see.
The dice are not kind today. Actually,
should strike while ogre's disorganized. But,
Yeah, well, I think as soon as we're done.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Actually, hold on. Could Yukai use Gallant Inspiration to assist?
I'll allow it, sure.
So add 2d4 to it. The dice are not kind, so 22.
22. Let's see. His charisma is +2, so the DC is normally would be 22 because he's currently unfriendly towards you. It's giving simple advice or directions. I would allow that, so that'd be a -5. So currently it would work. I'm just checking all the other diplomacy modifiers. Oh no! Reveal secret knowledge would be a +10 or more to the DC. So unfortunately, with all those combined, he's like, "Look, anything I know is the only thing that's keeping me alive right now. I'm not going to say anything to you right now."
Very well, but keeping it to yourself isn't going to save you later.
I'm trying to intimidate and step over and say, look, you can either go the easy way or we can make this painful. And he looks at the two snakes because they'll fight over your body while you're still alive.
Meanwhile, in the other room, we're just having a very in-depth conversation about the morality of our actions.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, all I'm saying is that there's no magical or scientific evidence that animals have souls.
10 plus the target's hit die plus the target's wisdom modifier is the DC check for intimidate. And I'm trying to force an opponent to act friendly toward you for 1d6 times 10 minutes to give me information I desire.
Do all dogs go to heaven in Pathfinder? Discuss.
And where do hellhounds
are they the
come
goodest
from?
boys? Yeah, when Emmanuel, you go over there and you motion to the snakes. I just imagine Gogmer and Juan both kind of just peeking their heads in around that time. And he just like swallows. I was like, okay, look, I didn't know she was a giant snake. She was just a pretty woman that, flirted with me when I would go and gamble and drink and have some fun. She said she wanted something from here, that she had some plans to something to keep, and she wanted me to keep those in charge out for a little bit. So I sent a messenger bird to let her know when we were out, and I told them I would delay the group. I didn't know this whole thing was going to happen. I just thought I thought she was just going to steal something. I mean, yeah, it's not good, but it's not what this became.
Officer, she told me she was a human.
You should have checked her ID.
Do you know what she was after?
She didn't tell me. She just said she had need of something in the keep. But I imagine you would question more, but that's basically all you're going to get from him of what he says.
And with that knowledge, Fix would return to the other two and, ask approach him and say, well, it looks like this was all a setup to get access to something in the keep, assuming, there was more than just taking over this fortress. Do you know what's in the keep or what you have in there that's precious?
Like you're asking the other two guys?
Yeah, the other two.
They think about it for the moment. Jakardos is like, we don't really have anything in the keep that's really worth much. We have maps of the region that are a little bit more detailed than anything else you're likely to find. Movements of the ogres in the area. He's trying to think really hard over the stuff that they have. I don't think we have much in the way of what they might want. We might be able to check our commander's quarters. If anything that might be something hidden, it might be there. The commander was a more introverted commander. He usually kept to himself, but he might have had something that they wanted. I mean, he did have a penchant for disappearing into Feylands every now and then.
Well, this seems as good of a lead as any. Everybody good to push on?
Yeah.
Not if it's into the Feylands.
So what's the strategy? Just bolt through the door, or
I mean, there's not a lot we can do. Tight quarters here.
Yeah, take one room at a time.
All right. I'll take point.
So who are the first two going up? Because it's a limited space on the next floor.
Fix will be taking point.
I guess me next, because I'm usually number 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys real quick. Give me 1 second. I made a little empty space that you guys can kind of chill in, so I don't have to just move your tokens later. But give me 1 second.
Don't put me in purgatory.
So you all should be up there. This is just technically empty space, but we're treating it as downstairs currently.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And this is out.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Looking into that room, you just see crates, barrels, and stacks of firewood that seem to have been smashed and heaped into piles. The stairs themselves leading down to the room you were in. Looks like a storeroom of some kind, probably.
Oh, I'll take away this little haste symbol. Because I imagine by now, haste is ended.
Yeah. Anything that had lasted for just minutes would probably be dispelled by now, because you guys took some time to heal and all that.
Yeah, haste is around, so.
Let's go ahead and get some turn order going so we can continue the dungeon crawl. Also, your fan's acting up again.
Okay. Do I want to remain a snake? Is the question.
The answer is yes. When would you ever not want to be a snake?
Whenever I have to open a door
Yeah.
or pick my nose.
Well, I mean, they have that tongue for that.
No, that's how goblins do it.
And their tail.
What do you want to win a thumb more then?
Would someone ask for a high 5?
Not a high 1.
Yeah. Or a headbutt.
Whatever you want to juggle.
Anyways, I believe this was the only wild shape I did, if I'm remembering right.
This is the only one you've done.
Oh,
yeah, then I'm going to go ahead and turn back.
No worries. You have control over the shaping.
Yep.
So, as the map shows me, I saw the stairs up were just south of this door.
Oh, shoot, yeah, turn order.
Yep. We need Gogmer and Emmanuel on the turn order.
Yeah. 14.
Gotcha. I've descended up. Emmanuel, you're up first.
All right. He'll, yeah, important people have gone. So he'll head up with Juan on his heels.
Gotcha.
Are we just kind of stuck in stair climbing?
Like, you can go past them, and there is some space to kind of, like, squeeze up north of them if you want to get in a little further. It technically is difficult terrain, but you can take the time to get over there. Maybe not in that spot, though, for Emmanuel.
Okay.
He's too busy ignoring you.
What?
What is going on?
That's
I don't
Richard
know.
getting in there moving my tokens. I assume it's
Because you're going into spaces I was trying to say that are a little too narrow for Emmanuel to fit into.
okay. Is there a door anywhere?
Yeah, right south of Afixa. Reach, are you just staying put for now?
Yeah. Probably shouldn't pop any doors myself.
You passing, Lucilla?
Yeah. Just making sure I got one of my fancy new daggers in my hand, but other than that.
Yeah, and you also have that blink back belt, I believe, so.
Yeah. Everyone said they were cool with letting me have all three of those things, so.
Yep. Couple fancy daggers and a blink back belt.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely help you with DPS when you do actually throw things.
Yeah, if I really wanted to increase damage, I would wait one more level and then take one level dip into Knife Master Rogue with a feat of proficient sneak attacker, and then that'd be 2d8 sneak attack on throwing daggers. But I'm still doing support right now.
Yeah. Michael, you gonna follow along, or are you just gonna stay put
Yes. Full hallway, I see.
Yes.
Fireball.
I said
will
I didn't
stay
ask how
over
big the room was. I cast Fireball.
here for now.
I just realized I moved a member. Don't mind me. Just gonna make that disappear. Fix it.
All right, Fix is going to use stealth to open the door and sneak out to try to. Yeah. So stealth check. And open the door and figure out a place to slink off to.
Let me see something.
Sorry if I missed anything. I had to run AFK.
Okay, so sorry, dynamic layer. I should be able to move this one this time. Yep, there we go.
Is this outside or is this still inside?
This is still inside the keep.
Okay.
Like you're in the back of the keep right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you see this hallway with blood splattered everywhere, and
then she'll use her action to put her ear up to the door and listen.
okay, so you put your ear in. You hear some shuffling in the room, followed by a couple grunts, but you don't really hear much else.
Okay. Let's see. Move half speed. Action to listen. I think that's pretty much my full turn.
Yeah. Emmanuel.
Manuel will also sneak up.
Oh man, I hope we open the door and it's just a bunch of ogres doing the cha-cha slide.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
Yeah.
Distance.
Then I would be.
Tell Juan to hold.
Gotcha. What were you going to say, Gamba?
Because then I'd be contractually obligated to not kill them, so you guys would be on your own.
And could he, I don't remember, Richard, can he ready a action to shoot if something opens this door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reesh.
Mm-hmm.
As Reesh rounds the corner, Fix will try to catch her gaze and, through Bonded Mind, ask if she has a means to make things quiet, like they've tried before.
I do not presently have silence, so no.
Okay. Because that was you that casted it before, right? Back in the farm? Or was that somebody else?
Let me see. I think it might have been. Yeah, I've got silence.
Oh, okay. Might be helpful to advance stealthily.
Well, I can't see you, Sue.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to wait with crossbow at the ready.
Gotcha.
In case something decides to poke around the corner.
Did you stealth that way? Or?
I could roll a stealth. I did not officially announce a stealth, but
I'll let you decide if you want to or not. I was just asking.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not gonna hold you to not rolling.
Fix
Yeah.
and Manuel did
I
stealth
mean,
step forward.
I've got a spinning light over my head, so
it'd be a double move with stealth anyway. So now,
Okay. So
footfalls aren't especially loud.
I will try to stealth. Though once again, I do have a light over my head, so
mhm.
Mine hooked to my belt.
And
Yeah.
once Lucilla gets into view, Fix would, through bonded mind, ask if she could put up another silent spell like before, and we could try to clear out these rooms without alerting the others.
that, once again, in bond of mind, that would interfere with all of our spell casting, though. Besides, it's my out of character. That's my last level 2 spell, so
Okay.
that would be no more ear mirror images, no more pure moderate wounds, and then
Okay.
I'd be capped in that front. So,
Okay, no worries then.
because I feel like it's like a 60-foot area around me. I feel like they would just be alerted by the fact that they stopped making sounds.
True. That's what happened last time. I forgot how large that area was.
Yeah.
That happened in book 2, I believe, when you were cast
Mhm.
silence
Yeah.
on the farmhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. Agbert.
Down, or up. Is this up or down?
You're going up.
Up, yeah. That's what it looks like. Hello, Juan. Look through the
Juan
door.
dismisses you in your new form.
Oh,
It takes one to know one.
someone spilled ketchup over here.
Good old goblin ketchup.
And that is where I'll stay for now. One of you guys can open one of these doors.
Mm-hmm. There are indeed multiple doors.
The fixer.
Fix will open this door.
Okay. So, give you the flavor text first. Inside, you see what wants to be. You can tell this used to be a place to house the wounded and sick. The chamber that you see now in front of you, though, is a blood-drenched nightmare. Hacked pieces of bodies litter the sick beds. The floor is sick with gore, strewn with mangled organs and heaps of entrails. You see a fat man sits on top of one of the operating tables, arranged as if he was merrily spooning chunks of his own organs out of his stomach into a brown bowl. His guts spilling out of a large slash in his belly. What you do see, though, also, is a ogre. This ogre, when you first look at him from the side of his face, he just looks like a little bit malformed, but a rather, as far as ogres go, pretty normal-looking person. Until he turns, and you see that half of his face has been completely shorn off. It looks like by some kind of like jagged blade, so it's all torn and scabbed over. And he sees you all, and he just roars in giant, "My muse!" And we're gonna have him roll initiative.
Oh god, another one's infatuated with the fixer.
Is it part of a move action to open the door?
Yes.
Alright. Then will I be able to take the rest of my move to move in and attack?
I'll allow it, but then we're gonna go to the top of the initiative round for the.
Is this
combat.
another one of the Fixes Stalkers?
Which is a manual anyway.
I think it's a new one, so
Would it provoke a ready attack from Emmanuel?
Can you get that angle though? Is the question.
I mean, I can see her. clear.
Yeah, then all out.
Okay.
Yeah, so range attack should pick a corner of your square.
So, can you Vital Strike as a ready attack, or does it need to be a regular attack?
I think it just needs to be a regular attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
it specifically says standard action attack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think you'd add a power attack to it, but I think that's it.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. That will miss. Actually, no, flat-footed. That will hit. 17. And Affixia, you can do the rest of your turn.
All right. Swift action, Obscene Shield style, move in and attack.
That'll hit. 10.
Forgot to say power attack, so just click that for next time. All right.
Gotcha. Emmanuel, it is your turn after you launched that initial volley towards this rather large individual.
All right. I'll stay right where I am. Give combat advice to Affix, and say use your Agrippa, and then covering fire as well.
Does that add to attack or defense?
If I hit, then you're going to get both.
Okay.
Does that hit non-flat-footed?
He's still flat-footed. His turn hasn't come up in initiative yet.
Oh.
29 points. Nice. That hits him good. Staying put.
Yep. And
Okay.
telling Juan to guard Fixa. So he would move up.
Oh, yeah. I always forget the animal companions.
I can't see. Is she right there? Or
Yeah.
Okay, then he would move right there. And he'd take a bite. Literally. Just the first attack.
Yep.
Sorry.
That'll hit and grapple. And he's grappled. And it will be Rish's turn.
Is he able to grapple with one and small?
You can grapple up to one size category larger than you.
Okay.
Because he's medium right now, and the ogre's large.
Yeah.
So
So I'm assuming that's the bed
Table.
with had the table.
Yeah.
That had the diorama. Uh,
Oh, yes. The diorama.
indeed.
Murder-orama?
Yeah, I guess I will keep my crossbow trained south in case his noise alerted something. Rather than piling in there. Sounds
so-
like just one guy, yes.
Inside the room, yes. Now, question about grapple. It takes a -4 to their dex, I believe, and a -2 to their attack.
That is correct.
Okay, so his dex is garbage anyway, so that doesn't matter. -2 to his attack, so he's going to attack Juan because he is grappled by him. He's going to do a full attack. This will be the damage on these rolls will be 5 less per attack because he's one-handed swinging this,
Okay.
and then 2 from the attack roll. But the damage rolls will be -5.
All right. So grappled, Juan's AC goes down to 30. So,
God, how does he have a 30 AC base?
oh no, it's higher than that. He loses.
I mean, I know, that's how I'm like, why? He's a snake. He's
because
probably
we've been
barbed.
playing this game far too long, Richard. That's how.
I assume it's also because he has barding and his dex is insane.
Yeah, but his natural armor is what's really... He has 11 natural armor.
Damn. But I think the 33 still hits. Well,
Yep.
it'll be -2, so it'd be 31. So that'll be 31 points of damage.
Damage -5 because one hit.
-5, yeah, so 26 points of damage.
So as an immediate action, I'm going to use Bolster Companion to add 4 to Juan's AC.
I'm going to fireball all of you, I swear to God.
Before I said anything, I really sat here and thought, should I let him get that hit? But no.
Oh, good. So that's his turn. Lucilla.
All right. Let's check something. Okay. So I am going to move on top of this table here. Now I assume that's within his reach for this space right here. So I can acrobatics to try to avoid an attack of opportunity. Yeah?
Yep. Can seem to be. That'll make it.
31. Awesome.
It just treat the space you're moving through as difficult terrain if that affects your movement.
No, because I only moved 15 there, so if one of them counts 10, then that should be fine. Yeah, so that should be exactly 20 then, if the one I'm on is difficult terrain.
Yep. Okay, you're good then.
And then I am going to use Deadly Aim and throw my Flaming Dagger at him.
Go for it.
23 to hit. Oh, I clicked. Just ignore the second one.
Yep.
It's the first
do
time
you
with
have
multiple
do you have
attacks.
precise shot?
I do not actually.
So that'll be a -4 to that.
Okay.
So that'll
I
be
forgot that was a
19.
thing.
That'll still hit though.
Awesome. So that's 6 slashing, 7 fire. And then ignore the attack too. I forgot that when you get multi-attack, you have to click separately things.
Yeah, it's all good.
Everyone else have had that for levels, and I just got it. So
heading out of this room, an ogre could be seen. Give me a second, sorry. 15 feet.
No.
I think, Reach, do you have a ready to action you want to use, or you want to hold it still? Well, he's going to keep approaching. You'll be able to get to here. If you're talking, Kenneth, you're muted.
I was just pointing out how far the lamp lit up, but I think it's on at 20 of regular light and then 20 of low light. So,
Yeah.
I guess I'd let him get that close to get a better shot off. So let's see. Nope.
Nope, that'll miss. And then from around the same corner comes another one. They're both going to throw their axes at Rish. First one will miss. Second one will miss. And then another one pokes his head out down the line and then throws his axe at Rish. This will be at a minus, I think, 2 for the range. Yeah.
+4 because 2 allies in the way.
Yeah. Probably not going to hit, but yeah, this.
Closest to hitting they've been all day, at least before the malices.
They're all on a nice,
Biggins.
friendly line.
Mm-hmm.
Dogmer.
All right.
You see the one in the back is wearing a horse's head as a mask. And it's doing that thing where it's like flopping back and forth.
Ugh.
This is a stone structure, yes?
Yes. I don't ask how big the room was. I cast Fireball.
I'm just checking something. Okay. So. Ooh.
There's that. But there's also, I haven't used that other toy I have yet. So even if it was Wooden Fortress.
I cast Cocaine Storm.
So Reese is probably going to throw in a fireball.
What did you think haste was?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure I want to get caught up in that.
Form of meth elemental.
I can practically see the burning holocaust in Risha's eyes.
Yeah, just two little fireballs form into his eyes or her eyes.
Which is, entirely accurate because I've said her eyes glow whatever color for whatever type of spell.
How far does a fireball burn? Is it 20 feet?
Yeah.
20-foot radius.
So I think I'm pretty sure you can get pretty close to them without having to be too much of an issue.
Yeah.
Reach has range for days on that.
Yeah, fireball is a long-range spell because...
So I think I can get within melee range to them if you aim it right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I will...
Emmanuel's going to look back at you about to run and say, "Watch the reach."
Let's see, is it a... Can you use Flame Blade the same round you summon it?
I don't think so, but I don't remember.
I know you can't use Shillelagh. But I think I can maybe use...
You can use this blade like Bleem as if it's a scimitar. It says it's a standard action to cast it.
Yeah.
I like how I look on D20. It's like, by the way, this spell can start fires on a ship.
Check Produce Flame. Just looking for somebody to do a little bit more damage.
I'm pretty sure the Flame Blade is a setup spell because it's minutes per level, so I don't think it's attacked the same turn.
Yeah. Makes sense.
All right. So I will... Guess I'll just have to wild shape again. I'll step through the door.
Good on you.
I will turn into a dire ape. Change. Side.
You squish Emmanuel against the wall.
Monkey.
Multi-arms here.
Ook, ook.
Get my monk attack. Not monk attack, but MONKE.
I was going to say I didn't know you multi-classed as much as Macope does.
Always dip, monkey.
It's better diary. Yeah,
No, you always dip Swashbuckler.
Mm-hmm.
That attack will hit for 3 damage.
Chomp chomp.
Yeah, it's kind of distressing how much just one level in Swashbuckler helps most things.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen someone
Swashbuckler.
play that class more than a 3-level dip.
Well, you don't want to go into
Rogue
combat
is
with unbuckled
classic.
swashes.
Just the 1d6 extra sneak attack.
Yeah, you don't get the sneak attack, unfortunately. Since
Meanwhile, in the party room...
Feeling a little bit of pressure, seeing the combat also taking place in the hallway. She's going to go ahead and smite evil on this guy and then just open up.
Go for it.
Don't have time for you.
He's dead. First attack crit him.
Wow.
Second attack killed him.
So how many more of those do you have a day?
I have 1 more smite per day. Seemed like it was going to be harder than that, but better be safe than sorry. All right.
To be fair,
Well, I mean, when you crit and get a 45 damage.
Yeah, right.
he looks pretty good based upon his description.
Mm.
I mean, his token from his character description.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Emmanuel.
All right, Emmanuel is going to shout to Gogmer. Use your monkey form. And Vital Strike attack.
You always go monkey.
King Gog.
You go full monkey, you don't go back. And so Gogmer.
Which one did you hit?
This first one. So Godmert would get +2 AC and +2 on his first attack versus this guy.
Got it. Although it might not matter because Reach might just blow everyone up. Oh wait, were you gonna have Juan do anything before?
Yeah, he's gonna have Juan heal.
Okay.
Let's see. If I cast it about here, it'll hit everything except the people I technically don't want it to hit.
Technically.
Technically?
Technically.
Yeah.
It's like I can only see the first one from the light, but they'd be in low
You're
light.
just trying to not hit Gogmert and hit all of them.
So yeah, eyes flash red, and then it curves over to icy blue as I convert the fire damage to ice damage.
Fancy.
Ooh, yes. 38, and I'm upcasted for a DC 21.
Okay. First one fails and dies. Second one fails, doesn't die. Third one fails but doesn't die.
Story of my life.
That one's dead, and I'm just gonna move him out of the way because space issues. These two are both very hurt. From this door to the south, you hear it bang open.
The door by us or further south? Because
Far to the side, you hear it. You don't quite see it all the way. Coming out. You hear, now what's all this then? Oh, intruders. And you swear you hear the licking of a blade. So,
All right.
When you say licking of a blade, you don't mean like it being drawn from a scabbard. You mean somebody is using their tongue to lick a blade?
Both.
Nice.
Let's
The mouth
see.
was the scabbard all along.
Oh,
Moving off of this
sword
space
eaters.
here. Is that difficult terrain?
moving off the table, yeah.
Okay, so that would be 20 feet I move then to get here.
Let's see. That'd be 10, 15.
Okay, so I'll just push forward. Because I cannot see any of these other ogres. So, but it sounds like we are going to be having some happy-go-lucky fun times, so I'll start my naturalist artist performance as a standard. I am starting to dip below half on these, so you all better appreciate it.
This one's gonna 5 feet up and swing a Gogmert. $23. Is that your AC right now with the Bardic and everything?
No, that would add on top of it, but my AC for just being big would be 23, so I know that doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Let me add everything really quick to my AC.
The Bardic I gave you would make it 25.
Yeah, and then I have Emmanuel's bonus on top of that, right?
Yep, you got a +2.
Yeah, so I'm looking at a 27 to hit right now.
This one's gonna throw his final axe at Gogmert as well because you're in the front. Will miss terribly and then duck into the room. And then it'll be your turn, Gogmert.
All right, so I got a 10-foot reach. So I think I'm going to use some pack tactics.
Oh, I love it. So the games begin.
Yes.
So they might get a AOO.
Yeah, depending on.
Yeah, I figured you were rolling acrobatics.
No. I mean, I moved up into their space last round. Did they already take an AO then?
No.
Do they have 10-foot reach?
Yep.
Okay, so I guess you just missed that.
I just missed it. Yeah.
All right, I'll roll acrobatics for him then. 1.
That was just on me.
Oh, that's Gogmart, sorry. But honestly, they've got pretty good acrobatics. Scrimshaw is 23.
He's fine.
And
Yep, they're both able to get in range without issue.
that is why acrobatics is the best skill in this game. In my humble opinion.
I don't know, that knowledge geography is really giving you a run for its money.
Mm-hmm.
Chomp from Scrimshaw.
That'll miss.
And a chomp from Tangled Tooth.
That one will hit. Go ahead and do that trip attempt. Does not trip him.
Darn. And then I will get a full attack from Gogmart. So that will be... It is rolling 2 of these attacks because I added another attack, but it would only be 1. So when except for the claws, whenever... Actually, no. So...
If you just click on your first attack bonus number, it'll only roll that 1.
Oh, you're a genius, Cope. All right. There's a bite.
That'll hit.
2 claws.
Oh, damn. You have to roll the damage separately, though, unfortunately. That will confirm.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. So that's damage from the bite. Oh, roll the... Oh, my gosh. Roll the critical for the bite instead of the claw that it belongs to. Okay.
Well,
It'll
no,
automatically roll
it
the
automatically rolls a crit just in case, since it doesn't know when you roll
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah. So it rolls both and shows you both just in case. Yeah, either way, this thing is hella dead.
Smashes this thing's head against a stone wall and then peers menacingly at the one left down the hallway.
Yeah, since you can actually see in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I cast magic missile into the darkness.
Yeah, looking at this one, you see he's wearing like a painter's apron. Like, you know, the ones you see people who are working on an easel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This ogre's wearing one of those, but in place of paintbrushes, you see limbs like a foot, a hand missing 3 of its fingers. You see what looks like he's holding an easel in one hand and his ogre hook in the other. And the easel's filled with just like smears of mucus, feces, blood. Very not good.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a fixer.
Alright, step out. I think rather than running down the hallway and choking everything up, she's going to go here and then check. Oh, there's a stairwell here.
Mm-hmm.
Check this door real quick.
You just gonna open it?
Yeah.
More ogres.
Looking inside, you see this looks to probably have been a library of some sort, but the shelves are mangled, dusty messes, and looks like everything has been just torn apart.
Did you get out there? I'll keep an eye on this room. There's a door back here, right?
Yes.
She'll move there.
Gotcha. Emmanuel.
Manuel's going to tell Juan to guard back here. Gonna 5-foot step up and prepare to shoot when he can see something coming from down here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and for my turn, I was going to pull out one of the disposable torches and chuck it as far as I can. 50 feet would be the max distance. So let's see if I can get to 10. So that's 22 minus whatever for throwing through them. But that should still hit. Oh, wait, no. It's also minus 10 for distance. It's 5. No, minus 8 for distance.
Okay. You should be able to see it now.
Yes.
Then
Twin brother,
can I
the
take
one
my
we
hot
just
shot?
Yes, you can. That'll hit 13. Okay, so what's this guy's movement like? Yep, he has plenty of movement. He's gonna go to here, and then he's gonna go to a little place I like to call Cleveland.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't
Try
ride
me.
the steamer.
And then he is going to activate his Reckless Abandon, taking a -2 to his AC to up his attack rolls by 2.
Fool.
And he's going to start with Scrimshaw and then go to Tangletooth. So first one, this will be a +2 to hit.
Yeah.
Yes, that hits by quite a lot.
So he takes 35 points of damage. And then he's going to swing on through to Tangletooth. +2 to this roll.
Yeah.
Couple solid. I picture him and he hooks Scrimshaw with his hook and then slams it into Tangletooth before pulling it free.
Okay, so I am going to full attack with my throwing daggers here. I'm 2 range increments away.
I thought it was only 20 feet range. So.
Is it? I thought it was 10-foot range.
I think Throne was 20, but I could be wrong.
It varies. A lot of them are only 10, though.
Yeah.
You can just look at the weapon table if it's daggers. It's
10 feet range increment thrown.
Okay.
It's just because I don't have a lot else I could do, so this is just kind of screw it. They come back. I'm not really losing anything.
It's a -4, but it's fine.
Yeah, and I'm not deadly aiming. I'm just doing normal. I am using my Bardic. I am technically going to be throwing 1 flaming, 1 frost, but I'm just going to click flaming, and the second one will just do ice damage instead of.
Actually, only be -2 because the first one.
Did I double natural 20?
And those both confirm, by the way.
It's the same as shit damage. I should have deadly aim.
But still, you just double critted.
Straight through his skull.
Yeah, Manuel releases a long whistle as you put 2 daggers right into his head.
Just his ears are gone. And then they blink back on him.
It probably makes them look prettier.
Probably.
And then they blink back.
Yeah, then they blink black. One was on fire, one was greased in frost. I icy hotted his head. So that's 5. It's ironic. There's 2 critical hits was about the damage of me throwing 1 dagger the other round with deadly aim.
Hey, deadly aim is helpful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm already got a -4. I don't think I'd be able to make it the natural 20s. So
Yeah, this guy's gonna poke his head back out. He now has a table that he's just gonna chuck at Gogmert.
Do your worst.
I'm just gonna use his throwing axe roll. Oh damn!
I didn't mean that.
Let's see if it confirms.
At least it's not a chair.
Doesn't confirm.
Does
So
not.
let's see what an improvised weapon does in terms of damage.
Not much.
yeah, it's generally whatever the DM says, except for that one brawler archetype, which very explicitly states what they do.
I think it's usually 1d4.
Since I did say it's a table, I'll just leave the damage as the 1d8 that it shows plus his modifiers.
Sure.
So 12?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I believe
These
the
are-
rules
these
for
are big
improvised
creatures
weapons
that
are you
are-
just find a weapon that is comparable.
And again, it's a table, so I picture even with a giant gorilla that was gonna hurt.
Yeah.
That's
Ah! What the fuck, dude?
There's a table, dude. Like,
What the hell? Yeah, cats are gonna scurry away with acrobatics.
yeah, all that acrobatics.
You could just have them withdraw,
Oh yeah, that is true.
right?
Yeah, you want to have him do that?
Yeah, just have them withdraw and not take the risk of them getting hit on the way out. 5 foot step up.
Man, I really thought I was gonna kill a cat there.
It's not a snake, so
I know, it wouldn't have been as good.
It's clobbering time. Here goes the bite.
That'll hit.
The
That'll
claw.
That'll hit.
The bite. The claw. The claw.
The claw.
21.
Ah, he was chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, actually, that last one was a different claw, so it'll be. Yeah, direct claw is a little bit less, but.
No worries. Fix it.
She'll put her ear against the door and listen.
Roll perception.
I love how Six is having a
Nothing.
procedural investigation while we have this incredibly like Netflix-esque hallway battle out.
Right.
We fix a Christie in the Ogre Fortress of Doom.
Well, we know the title for this episode.
Do I hear
But yeah, you don't hear anything on the other side.
Alright, then she'll open up the door just to see what's on the inside.
It looks like it's a watchtower going up.
Okay. Then she'll catch up with the others.
How you doing?
Clear out there so far.
Hey, fix of this room for you to get in this fight.
All you hear is
The cat's
ook,
out.
ook, ook, ook.
The cats have tapped out.
Manuel shoots, and
You suddenly start to realize how similar the noises dire apes and ogres make are.
gives orders to the.
I mean, I didn't want to sound racist by pointing it out.
Careful, he's going to turn into a hobbit again.
You know, in theory, he could be wearing the disguise as the Hobbit, although it's a giant ape.
And he's gonna move action, give combat advice to the giant ape again, and covering fire.
God, that's horrifying. A giant, brooding Rankin Bass Samwise.
UL screams.
Actually, comparing the ogre's face to. Let's take a minute here. Compare, contrast.
The ogres just stop dead in the tracks and they're like, Father?
You're
If you
beautiful.
didn't have such a receding hairline, you could really see it even more.
You really did come back. Do you have the pack of smokes?
Oh, Lord.
Well, don't feel like using a spell on him, so I guess I'll reload my crossbow and try and shoot. I don't have precise shot either, so.
I don't think you have to have it because they're not. They both have reach, so that would. Yep. No critical fumbles, so no chance of hitting Gogmer, but it does like ping off the wall and get very close.
I think I'm move that enchantment to something else later.
Okay, this guy is going to full attack, sacrificing his AC to do so to get a +2 to these attacks. That'd be a 33 for 33 damage.
You've got 2 extra AC.
And 2 from me.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I don't think
that
that'll.
only brings me up to 27.
And are you using the naturalist ability as well?
Yes.
We can't all have the AC of Juan, okay?
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, all of these characters have to be spec to be able to hit wands, so. You said 33 damage.
Yeah. I actually didn't buff these to just deal with Juan. These are the ones that I had set up before we even got to this book.
Yeah. I know you buffed up everything a little bit, but I'm joking. I don't think you actually made everything specifically to be able to hit one.
No, I actually did these stats before we even started playing. I did these back in when we hadn't even started Runelords yet, so live and learn. It's a good thing I did, because otherwise I would never hit those goddamn cats or that snake.
Come on, Emmanuel, you want to get in here, fisticuffs?
Should we go back to the tunnels and just let the animals clear?
No.
That was a fluke, and you know it.
Especially with
I just
Richard
felt
eager
the
to
soul
kill him.
coming.
It was a hilarious fluke, but a fluke.
I'm
Even
going
with Richard's
to
luck.
Step up. Check
I know that natural 1 on the blindness really.
I know. I feel like I'd be more help to Gogmort doing this. I'm going to full defense and boost his AC by an additional 3.
Yeah! Now we're getting to
Sure.
the point where he might not be able to hit me.
Now I'm seeing the full Super Saiyan ape in front of him.
There's no easy way to convey this in character, so I'm just going to say I am starting to dwindle on my rounds of Bardic, so I don't know how much we have left here, so I might not be able to sustain it for very much longer if I want to ration it out for more fights.
Might not need it for these guys, but yeah.
Yeah, these piddly ogres I think we can take on, but...
Next round I'll end it then. But you guys still have it for now.
Well, I think if you end it, doesn't it last for 2 rounds? Because you have.
Oh, yeah, it does. Well, then I'll just end it this round then, and I'll have 11 rounds left. I always forget I have a lingering performance.
Yeah.
End it this round, but
This ogre, for lack of anything to do, he's just gonna like rub his boss's shoulders, like, "You got this, boss. You got it," and gonna basically aid the other ogre in front of him.
are they speaking in what was it? Giant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should. Do I speak? Yeah, I speak giant. I shout back at giant. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Nope.
This continues
you.
for several rounds.
Speaking of Super Saiyan ape,
Isn't that just Super Saiyan? Because they're monkeys.
yeah. I'm just saying.
I know.
Oof.
Someday we'll do the official Dragon Ball Z RPG for like a short shot or something, and we can just ham it up.
Mhm.
I want Michael to be the
Any
villain.
Saiyans have to be named after vegetables.
Yeah, of course. And
Obviously.
the Mechans have to be after musical instruments. That's just how it works.
Mm-hmm.
My Namekian Lou Reed.
Not oboe.
Ooh. Unleash the
Mhm.
Wombat.
On call, yeah.
Second of which criticals.
Yep. They all hit. The AC is pretty low with his trying to hit you. So,
At 12 damage
20.
on the.
yeah, guys looking pretty hurt now.
And the moment of truth.
They fix it. You know, you could just leave Gogward to die. You don't have to.
Nah. She'll help. Running in power attack.
Well, yeah, that's a power attack, all right.
I forget it.
Yeah, he's teetering.
That's all I
Although
have.
I think that means Emmanuel might steal the kill.
Do we have Rish hold on to a wand of cure or not?
I think Emmanuel has been holding a couple of them.
Yeah, Manuel's holding 2, and they're almost. I don't think.
I was just thinking it's something I could have done if I had one.
Yeah,
That'll hit.
they're down to 3 charges and 4 charges, but that's definitely something we can do in the future.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm used to it doing everything.
Yeah. So, yeah, as you shoot, you just kind of curve it around the ogre, and it sails past, and you see strands of Affix's hair in the breeze as it lands right in this guy's head.
Did Emmanuel shoot the arrow like he was from that movie Wanted?
I've never seen it, but sure.
It's literally they swing their guns while they're shooting them to curve the bullets.
Oh god, yes.
It's like there's the Matrix, and then there's whatever the fuck that is.
My favorite use of that was, I think it was called Equilibrium, where they have a kung fu based on guns.
Yeah, gun
kata.
Yeah, but that one didn't have the bullets making like figure eights in the air for no apparent reason.
Yeah, the idea was if you swung the gun, you could like put spin on the bullet that is spinning to make it curve, like kicking a soccer ball or something.
Like I know we like to make lots of jokes about the Matrix, but at least they said this is all a computer simulation. Mm-hmm. None of it is real, therefore laws of physics do not apply.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Emmanuel, when you drop this guy, the ogre's like, "Oh, I guess he doesn't have this."
Told you.
Then reload. Tries to ping this one. Might actually hit.
That actually hits for 7 points of damage.
Crack my big
He's not
grip.
feeling very good. Go, Lucilla.
I like the balls of the wizard running to the front. Protector.
Come on, Lucilla, attack. You might be able to get a kill.
This guy hasn't been hurt yet.
Yeah, he has.
He got fireballed.
Yeah, he got caught in a fireball.
I mean, if you really think so, I'll do this stupid idea, and I will full attack deadly aim with my daggers. So this person is 2 range increments away. This already factors in my deadly aim. So, was this a -4?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do it.
Both of those hit. How do you kill this thing?
So he says, "Oh, I guess you didn't have it." I guess he didn't have it, and I said, "Told you. Hey, now watch this." And then I throw both daggers into his eyes. It's just fire and ice.
First kill?
Yeah. Oh no, I killed a couple goblins in session 1.
Oh, got it.
You see him reach up to try to grab the daggers out of his eyes. He's like, "Why did I watch?" And he just falls over dead.
Frank, you have this. I'm way too glib about taking life.
Now you will have to grapple with the fact that you finally have blood on your own hands.
I killed some goblins session 1. Dogford doesn't know that.
That's 5. 3 I see with eye. But could be more. Plus outside if heard.
Do we stay and fight them, or do we press on and figure out what's going on here?
It's okay. Gogmert probably killed some halflings session 1.
I say we just keep pressing forward and investigating. They'll come to us if they're coming to us. We can't keep waiting here, otherwise we'll lose our opportunity.
He's in 3-way better choke point if we were going wait for outside. Many doors on this floor though.
Yeah, as you guys are deciding what to do, I will say, flavor wise, Jakarta, since he's been following, he does cast Cure Wounds on Gogmer since he looks like a very beat up ape. Oh
yeah, I'll throw one of mine in there too.
Yeah, I've got.
We don't have to do this in turn order or anything for this, but
yeah, I was just gonna.
So a total of 12 healing from both of them for Gogmer.
Then one's. Excuse me, Emmanuel's going to use Healing Wand.
If we're going to keep on marching through, then I might just have to leave the cats here at the front, because
I mean, if we were exploring the rest of this floor, you can have them hold by this stairway, and they don't have to engage anything that comes down, but they could easily run and find us.
No, what you see is you pit them into the middle of combat, and whichever one survives is truly the alpha male. And then that one gets all your druid levels into its level up.
I like it.
It has a set.
And then the
true
other one is
druid would know that in nature alpha males don't exist.
Yeah, they can.
They only exist in captivity.
Or in right lane circles.
All right, that's healing for Gogmer. 16 more.
16.
Top it off with the last of the. So those wands are done.
After the healing
I
breathing.
finished off my last scrolls just a while ago.
Now Emmanuel hands a 0 charge Cure Light Wound wand to Rish.
I found a stick for you. It's very nice. Little does Emmanuel know, giving a stick to a woman is a mating ritual in Risha's culture.
God.
That's
Man, that would be
bloods.
difficult to explain to Emmanuel's folks when he goes back home. So this is my new lizard wife.
And this is my 32 lizard children.
I do
Not
not
really
Only-
sure how they came
Only
around
one of them is Juan.
because we didn't do anything.
Oh my god, frickin' Juan's the surrogate. That's awful.
So before this gets more awkward, I'm gonna open this door over here.
Okay. Dynamic lighting. This area is a ramshackle mess of tables, crockery, and rubble that have all been destroyed. Nothing really seems to stir here. The two black arrows that are with you would chime in like, yeah, that was the mess hall. Now it's just a mess.
Not a single spoon in sight.
I throw a dagger at him. No, I'm joking.
Y'all really should have kept this place cleaner.
You know, we did just lose all of our friends and family. You could have a little bit more sensitivity.
And should we check the rest of doors on this floor or try our luck go up? Would be bad getting cornered on higher floor.
Yeah, I think we should check everything just to be safe.
There was a ladder leading up to a tower just beyond the library there.
But the towers connect to second floor. Look at that.
I could do a bit of
Arrows.
damage from a rooftop. Is there a arrow slit area up top?
When you ask them, like the towers connect to each other on a walkway. And they used to have a side entrance that if you drop down, you could get in through the second floor. But we blocked it off a few years ago for security because the entrance was too exposed to anything that came from top of the mountain, which happened on occasion. You could use the tower to get between any of the other two towers that are connected. You can kind of use it to circumvent the first floor a little bit.
I was just thinking if the ogres are still out in the courtyard, is there a way to shoot down upon them?
If you want to draw attention to yourself and have any ogres that might be outside that didn't hear the fighting come rushing in, maybe.
And you all could be ready to ambush.
Yeah, I think we need to investigate some first before we poke the beehive.
Sorry,
I hate-
that's my cell phone.
No, that's me. I hate having a cell phone. I actually get text and shit now. It's bugging me.
You're on the grid, man.
Mm-hmm.
The man's got your number now.
Now they can track you through more than just your vaccine.
Do they really need more?
I'm sorry, I have to make jokes. There's a few people at my job who are anti-vaxxers that I just don't engage with.
Oh God.
The worst is when they're talking about all the symptoms of being vaccinated and stuff. I'm like, please just stop.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to get it done, that's you. That's not my issue. Like, it's a little annoying sometimes when they just go on and on about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, don't try to make up excuses about how there's like a never-ending list of symptoms. It's just basically like getting a flu shot.
When are we going to have a PBS-style vaccine special for our characters where Emmanuel talks about how he doesn't trust the government with his...
I feel like Emmanuel would be the one that would
I
trust the government.
absolutely trust the government. And you should too. They're only
If
here to
anyone-
benefit.
If anyone, I feel like it would be Gogmert and Lucilla that would be the least trusting of government. But Lucilla would be pro-vaccine just because she's educated.
Oh wow.
Why are we going down this rabbit hole? Let's just keep going.
It's terrible. I
Well,
come here
not-
not to talk about these things.
I'm stuck behind a giant monkey. Please move.
Somebody get this walking flea bag out of my way.
These doors?
I think it's Lucilla's turn to move if she wishes.
Guess I'll just double move. Or yeah, kind of double move. Did we kill that one in there?
No. You looking into that room,
Mhm.
you see a bunch of char marks all over that body.
So we have a dead ogre here that we didn't kill.
Lizards?
Possibly. He's covered in char marks. I haven't gotten close enough to tell more. It's just at the fringe of the light.
Fireball?
I turned its eyes.
All right, I'll go check it out with my monkey eyes, see what they see.
He went entirely the wrong direction then. Ting ting, walla bing bang.
So, question: when you're in monkey form and you use bonded mind, do you speak common or monkey?
Yeah, we can actually understand him because it doesn't have
Yeah.
a verbal or somatic component, so you can just directly communicate.
So does it look like you said it was charred?
Yeah, like it definitely looks like those lizards you released up here, shocked it to death. But their electricity does leave char marks.
Oh, that's a good point. I forgot that they were Pokemon.
Yep. Lizard
Yeah,
chew. Use
Looks like the
Thunderbolt.
lizards did it, which means the lizards are around here, and if the ogres didn't kill them, then we're gonna have to deal with either them or more ogres.
You
They
do
were-
see. I didn't put them on the map because I was just being lazy. But you do see occasional lizard corpses just strewn about. So it looks like they've killed some, but you're not sure if they killed all of them.
That's an amusing thought, and one I'm slightly disappointed they haven't actually used. They'd be Tazard.
Richard, write that down.
Scribbling faster. Yeah, these are clearly what were once barracks that have been smashed and stuff. And I believe that's double movement for you. It would be effects this time.
We can be fairly certain that there aren't any. There aren't any lizards, I think, because there were ogres over here when we got here.
Let's check this door.
And we can probably be fairly certain there aren't any more ogres in here, unless they're like really afraid, scared ogres.
He's
It looks like a bedroom of some sort.
What were the guard? What were the not Black Watch, but
Black Arrow.
Black Arrow. Where was the captain's quarters?
It was upstairs.
Fix will still Well, now she's out of movement. She is interested that this room seems largely untouched, though. Is there any drawers or anything on this desk?
There's some drawers in there. Well, it does, like, the picture looks rather untouched. It does look like it was like the bed was kind of messed with. It just doesn't look like it was big enough for the ogres to really squeeze in here very well.
Okay.
So they kind of just left it alone more than anything.
Okay, then I'll use my action to dash 5, 10, 15, 20. But then back up. And she'll look back to Lucille and kind of, through bond and mind, signal that the door is just around the corner here. And just bust it open.
Affixo, you also got to look into this room here. It looks like it was a workroom of some sort, but do you speak Giant?
No.
But then never mind. You just
Is
see
there
what
writing or something?
You see what looks like graffiti all over the wall, like different writing.
That's my turn.
I like to picture the giant language written as just a bunch of hand signals. Although they're pretty smart. Alright, 10. Just trying to get a look in these rooms. And then he tell Juan to heal.
God, the minute Juan gets a cure spell, then you have to teach him the difference between two different
I'm like,
heals.
it could go either way.
Okay, so writing that down, getting evolved companion to get the magic ability.
But then I'm going to make you roll on whether he understands which heal you mean.
Then I'm going to have to teach him how to speak. Look, it's good to have goals.
Juan, polymorph into a person. Just explodes and turns into a humanoid.
Up to there should be dim lights. Is there anything I can see on the opposite wall?
There's a door right here.
Alright, so I'm going to investigate that.
Gonna go ahead and open it.
Kitchen.
Yeah, looking in it is very much like a kitchen. Total shambles. It looks almost like a cyclone has just moved through here. Every bit of furniture, every bit of silverware has been bent.
Pack of ogres, you say?
It looks like an ogre went in here and purposely bent every piece of silverware backwards.
And these are some petty assholes.
So we've either got a petty asshole or a psychic ogre.
Oh God, one in the Matrix.
And you do see another door this way.
Yeah. So that's 5 more feet to finish the movement. I guess I'll investigate that door.
I'll go ahead and allow it. I need to actually be able to grab it though. Hold on. There we go. It is a pantry. Though the barrels are largely crushed or emptied, the only thing that seems to be one barrel though that is completely untouched. But that's all you can do.
Yeah, leave that be for now.
Let me guess, that barrel's just pickles. Ogres, very afraid of pickles. They love pepper.
Like cats and cucumbers.
Alright, where's this giant writing?
You see it brushed all over the walls here. But it's weird because you see such phrases as "me a big, you small a small," i.e. your head, and "you never think me right all over with you bloody neck. I'm holding you by Migamug and use you as paintbrush. Ha ha." It definitely seems like the ogre was literally just doing graffiti.
On the bright side, now that the artist is dead, it's worth more.
Wow.
The 2 black arrows were right here.
No survivors. Okay.
Poor black arrows.
This could be
Well, the artist was the ogre.
We're
I know.
slipping in their family's blood and making jokes.
Okay, well, Fixa, it might be good news, might be some bad news, depending on how you interpret it.
What?
I don't think they're in love with you. At least not exclusively.
I honestly don't know how to take that.
It's fine, they're just drawing on the walls.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I point to the bloody writing. As fine as any of this could possibly be.
Chile kind of yells from the back, like, they're ogres, so I don't think they're exclusive with anyone.
That's what I was saying.
I'm pretty sure most of them are their own brothers or own fathers or some other such nonsense. I don't know inbreeding, but there's a lot of it.
I would be impressed if they could be their own father.
Not unless they traveled to the year 2020.
By Disney's wings, that's right, I forgot. Hey, Shalelu, you didn't hear about the Affixa fan fiction.
But of
That
course,
fiction?
traveling to the year 2020 is strictly forbidden.
Wait, a fixed fiction.
Oh god, that's too layered.
Monkey.
Monkey.
As
Yeah,
Gombo
monkey.
walks around as a giant ape, only speaking ape, I like to think he's saying monkey, monkey, monkey in ape. It's just coming out.
What was that? That was, I think, 20. Yeah, about 20 feet of movement. All right. 10. I'll step forward a little bit more. Double move. Yep, that's the gate. But that is going to be a double move, so.
Makes me wonder if any ogre looking that direction is like, there's a monkey in there.
What are you talking about, Larry? You're fucking delirious.
No, really, there's a monkey in the doorway. I'm not even going to gratify your.
Oh my god, could you imagine that's how you sneak into the evil lair? It's like, let's dress up and be as ridiculous as possible so they all think they're hallucinating.
No, all we need is, okay, I can already transform into the monkey, and you guys need to throw the ball to one another.
So wait, your plan is Super Monkey Ball?
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you seen the video where you're supposed to follow the people throwing the ball, and then
No.
because you're looking at the ball, you don't notice the guy in the monkey suit walk across the screen?
Oh, no, I've never seen that one.
Oh, that was the reference.
What you doing to fix it?
I think she'll continue exploring this way. Oof.
Looking in, you see another couple ogres that have large scorch marks across them. The room itself is filled with several wooden racks with pikes, long swords, barbed arrows.
Yeah.
The door itself has been just completely smashed in.
Mm.
The ogres, you see that while they're dead now, they were bedecked with what looks like they were trying to fit their bodies inside the tiny suits of armor.
They can't shock us in here.
It looks like they were trying to play dress up with human-sized clothing.
All right. She'll continue on. And open up this door.
I'll just drop that in there for after the session.
Looks like another bedroom. This one's a little bit more untouched.
That'll be her turn.
I just realized I was muted, but when y'all were talking about the monkey, seeing the monkey, we're at like sports signing up little kids. So there are all these little kids with their parents. A guy comes running in like a probably really expensive Bigfoot costume.
Oh, this is going exactly where I was hoping it was.
Yeah, with the full head, and I mean I did a double take and like took a step back when I saw him. And he ran right into the middle. He stopped and started looking around. All the 5-year-olds' jaws dropped as they slow stepped. Like, he won't see me if I slow step behind my parent. And then, much to my surprise and to all of their horror, he saw who I later found out was his son, who's about a 7 or 8 year old boy who knew it was his dad, grabbed him, threw him over his shoulder, and ran out. And it took about as long as you think it would for the crying and screaming to start. It was like a slow silence, and then...
That's great.
Yeah,
Gotta
guy's
love
an
that childhood
asshole.
trauma.
I mean, the therapy that those kids are going to need.
Manuel, it's your turn.
Yes. Just keeps creeping along, looking at all the gore. Bow at the ready.
Gotcha. Greesh.
Yep. Yep. Having found the larder to be corrupted, guess I'll come back out towards the people.
Gotcha. So,
Great. Double. Still got 5 feet left. Yep.
I can barely hear you. You're pretty
Sorry.
quiet.
I was more mumbling than actually saying anything anyway.
Gotcha.
Yep. Those are dead ogres.
You,
I was just saying, yep, that's the main gate, and then I have 5 feet left. So
no worries.
that's probably why you didn't hear me, because I wasn't enunciating.
Monkey, monkey, monkey.
Keep that monkey rolling, monkey.
Do these ogres in here look like they suffered a similar fate?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty consistent with the lizards. Do they have bite marks or anything on them?
Maybe a couple small ones, but it mostly seems to be
Scratch
the
marks
shocking.
seem mostly like the charring.
Mostly just the charring. You do see, like, again, bodies littering the place. You think that the lizards were probably on a full-on panic trying to get out of here, and probably just took some of these ogres out in the process. Which I will just tell you guys in terms of mechanics. The lizards themselves only do like a D8 of electricity damage by themselves, but for each additional lizard within the vicinity, it adds an extra D8. And
Those
they
are
can do,
sorts of things, right?
Oh, God.
and they can do it every 1d3 rounds, I think. So if there's a whole group of them stampeding through, the first ogre that gets caught in their path takes all the lightning damage. 3 rounds later, another ogre that's in the path takes all the lightning damage. And it's just in the process of you can mow the lizards down, and eventually there'll be like nothing left. But they're going to take some things out in the process.
Note to self: if we see a couple of those lizards, run directly the other direction.
Right. Is it my turn?
Okay.
Yeah, that was my turn.
You're currently being like, I just picture Gogmer just kind of pushing your head aside, and
Right.
taking up your space.
Fix to go down and check this door.
It is another tower.
Alright, that was 15, 20, 30. And there, and open this door.
Mm-hmm. Looks to be another bedroom.
Alright. I think that's about my full turn.
Gotcha. Emmanuel.
Yep. Oh, can they see us?
Currently, if you just kind of like look out from where you see there, there's no ogres in direct line of sight, but you do hear commotion of them trying to put out a fire.
Should half of us stay down here and keep watch?
Nah, if we run into who upstairs, we're gonna need everybody.
Who's that?
Nawalia, didn't you hear the descriptions of the people that were here?
Y'all haven't been talking at all.
Okay, listen, I'm pretty certain that Nualia is here. If she's not, then that's egg on my face. But if she is, it's gonna be a problem. Especially since, and seeing as the Fixa isn't locally, and I'm whispering, a Fix is a little soft on her.
Huh. How do you know?
I just do. She kept trying to redeem her while she was actively being stabbed. She hasn't exactly done that for a lot of these ogres now, has she?
That's true. And she did let that big fellow die.
Yeah. So, we'll just, we'll take care of it if it comes to that, yeah?
Yeah, we'll stick close. Right, Juan?
Meanwhile, there's 3 very concerning words in the text box.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Asphyxiation.
GM is typing.
Don't worry
What?
about it.
When did I roll those? Oh, that was healing.
What you doing, Rish?
I guess I'll check this door. And if
It's
nothing
gonna
tries
be
to kill me,
Emmanuel's
walk down
Lord
and pick
General
up the torch.
Duke, King, Father, Uncle, General.
The third.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And torch collected and put in backpack. That'll probably be turn.
Got it. Lucilla?
All right. 5 feet. I'll just move to catch up with Fix.
I will say that the black arrows at this point would tell you that you've checked most of the rooms in this vicinity. It just seems to be this floor is clear at the moment.
Yeah, Fix, let's circle up and start heading back for the stairs.
Yeah, I agree.
If you guys do plan on going upstairs, I will go ahead and take up the initiative tracker for now, and then we can probably take a break for water and pee.
Yep, I'm
Yes, I'm just going to really quick, as we're going up there, I will use the extra slot I had to cast 1 more Cure Light Wounds on myself.
I don't think you can do that in your wild shape unless you have the feet for it.
Oh, you are correct. I am wild.
Did you get that 21 extra healing I gave you?
Yeah, I got all the healing.
He was pretty low.
Okay.
He hit me for like 30 twice, I think, or
Yeah, they hit hard.
I had like 14 health left.
Mm-hmm.
But I have scribe scrolls, so when we eventually get some downtime, I'll be able to craft some scrolls, and this won't be as much of a problem later on. But it's been a while since we've had some actual downtime.
I will say, once the dungeon's over, you guys will be able to have access to some more downtime.
You don't even need that much for scribe scroll, but
You can make a couple of them in a day, can't you? Because it's like 2 hours for first level or something.
Generally, first and second level are like 2 hours each.
yeah. So Cure Light Wound would be pretty easy. The main thing is just justifying carrying all of them for me. I don't think they have an official weight, but
yeah,
I think they technically weigh 0.
Yeah, you can keep them in a scroll tube pretty easily.
And I keep most of my stuff on the packs on the animals, anyways, since they're way stronger than Gopmerd is. And being small also reduces your weight capacity.
When we do get to the next floor, I'm going to have you all stacked on top of each other because there's only 2 tiles to put you all on the stairs. So.
Yep, makes sense. Who was it? Wasn't it Loki doing the Halloween game this year?
Yep.
Perhaps.
Yep, because we're sneaking up on that time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Loki, did something happen to the Sunday zombie game? Because like the past 3 Sundays, there hasn't been anything, and I've been checking.
Yeah, I kept getting sidetracked by stuff and just kind of slipped my mind until after the game time, and no way said anything either. So I think it might have just dissolved at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I've been working most Sundays, but that's later in the afternoon. I just hadn't brought it up because until like just this last week, I hadn't been like in the flow of my job, so I've been really just exhausted. You know how it is when you start something new.
Yeah.
And we just upgraded that train too.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, I definitely had fun with it. I was kind of running out of story ideas, to be honest. And between doing prep for the Halloween game plus trying to get the Starfinder game put together, I also didn't really have too much time to dedicate to expending that too much more.
Yeah, I understand. Are you?
Are you next up on the list of the games, or is that Michael is next up, and then you're after that?
I'd probably prefer Michael, just so I have a little bit more breathing room with all the prep stuff.
That's what I thought we were gonna do.
Yeah, I believe it's Crimson Throne next.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Crimson Throne's the next game up. And I've already got the first couple books of it ready, so.
Yeah, barring TPK, I'm pretty certain that Rise of the Runelords will be done before Sons of Damerhall. As I say, barring complete and total campaign explosion, because that's how my last one ended. So,
if we want to hurry it
just
up,
don't give us a Melta Bomb.
I mean, I can cast a couple spells on Juan and just have him speed run this tower.
Yeah, that's our niche, guys. We are the first Pathfinder AP speedrunner. That's what we do on Twitch.
Okay, so I pick up the bucket and I put it on the ground in the corner and I jump 5 times in the corner. Do I face through the wall?
Roll the reflex to make sure you got the timing right.
I mean, to be fair, that would probably make us fairly RPG famous, where it's like they beat Rise of the Runelords in an hour and a half.
As animal companions.
I mean,
okay,
that would
so
be.
Now I'm gonna sequence break book 4.
He'd be like, "Hey guys, welcome back to Paizo Speedrun."
Could you just imagine that? Could you just imagine that though? We're playing book 1 of Rise of the Runelords, and we stab that noble guy instead of saving him from the goblins. Okay, that's the first half of book 2. Over.
We actually kill Nalia at the beginning.
Yeah.
So you see, they flag this NPC as vital, but continue to let him give experience. So we're just going to kill him a few million times.
It says here in the AP, do not let this character die. So, yeah, every time we kill it, we get its XP, but he comes back to life. Also, part of our plan is monkey costumes.
You see, the final boss has a weakness against social experiments, so...
Well, what it is ogres only have a 30-foot move speed, and we all took monk levels. So we don't have to do anything in the fortress. We just take the dash action to get to the boss room.
The book, they can't catch you. You face into the next book.
But then the post-end boss scene, all that train of aggro comes just slamming down upon us.
But we've already won. Game's over.
I'm not gonna lie, I would watch a RPG speedrun to see what the fuck they would do.
That's what I'm saying. That would be our niche. That would definitely be original.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone doing that. So
I mean, like it's not as impossible as you'd think. We just like all figure out what our characters' levels are going to be per level up beforehand, so we can just click it over mid-game really easily.
All right, y'all are level 4 now. Okay, go.
It'd be one of the only situations in which the players would have to read the book beforehand.
Oh, we could have a little counter on the screen that's like tracking our XP as we speed run through. It's just flying, going up.
Well, then we need like a 7th person that just runs comms for that.
Okay, y'all level up. Go, 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 go.
Done.
I mean, that would be entertaining.
Do you imagine how optimized combat would have to be
Right?
if you wanted to speed run anything?
We'd have to just macro the entire combat.
Yeah, you push one button and you get your
It does
result.
the entire thing for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Everyone
see,
plays a
this is the
void
line where they
kineticist
die.
and suffocates everyone.
I mean, if we really pre-planned this shit out, I bet we could do book 1 in 2 hours.
Mm,
I'm
Sounds
calling
like
it.
a challenge.
Well, rather than like waiting around to quest to go to the goblin fort, we
Yeah.
just have our characters immediately ask where the goblins are and then beeline it there the night after the raid.
Yeah, that's
Well, I mean,
trash all
um,
small talk. You know exactly what question to ask, exactly what
especially
person.
if you're going by the official stat lines of all the creatures like that are in Rise of the Runelords. Because, like I said before, a single paladin and a wizard, just 2 players, could literally duo the entire campaign with no issue.
No. We go during the festival. We're all playing Monster Hunters, and we just ask the first person we see, "You know any goblin settlements which are about?"
We just abandoned Sandpoint to their fate while we're boss rushing them.
Cope, I'm getting severe Diablo 2 vibes right now. Just keep clicking forward and just smash anything that gets in our way and just keeps pressing forward.
Yep.
Once everyone's on, by the way, go ahead and roll up your initiatives.
We kill the NPC Gogmert by forcing him out onto the bridge and then dropping it behind us, like it was
you
trapped
see, you
to do.
put the Sahedron Shield and Rip Nugget in the Herodric Cube, and you can skip 2 books.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Put it in the amulet slot.
But you don't understand. How do I get wood? Hey, you rolled for 1.
What the?
It's because you're all stacked, so...
Oh, I clicked the
fine.
wrong. I pulled up the wrong sheet. My bad. Can you delete that?
Nah, it's going to be Juan now. He's the player. Emmanuel's the companion.
God damn it! The transformation is complete.
Are you saying Juan can take class levels now?
Yes.
But yeah, now I have to delete it. Go ahead and roll for Emmanuel.
Now I have to delete it.
No, see, what it is we just have to make sure
Hey,
that,
look, Juan again.
that we all have swim speeds and
Why is it
climb
doing
speeds.
that?
You're probably clicking on Juan's token when you're rolling.
Yep.
No,
You're all stacked. There's probably 2 tokens of yours stacked on one.
Oh, it is. That's what it is. Oh, well, better wand than a fixer.
See, now my mind's just stuck on the speedrunning APs thing. I'm telling you, it could work.
Oh, you want us all stacked?
Yeah, because you guys
Yeah.
haven't come up the ladder yet.
Gotcha.
I think we're all back now. So, as you all make your way up the stairs, Fixa, you said you usually are taking the forefront. You see the blood splatter across the floor as usual, and it's the empty hallway.
Do you want me to just take my turn, or?
Yep. Since you're in the front, I will. Oh, there we go. I'll fix a UV first.
Just start going through, open this door.
Well, okay then.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's start with the description. Inside the walls of this enormous chamber are mounted with dozens of trophy antlers, some taken from stags that must have stood as tall as dire bears. Most of the antlers are draped with bits of rotten flesh, strips of skin, coils of viscera. To the west, a marble altar has been heaped with mangled remains of at least a half a dozen men and women. A crude image of what might have been a 3-eyed jackal has been painted in the wood on the wall above the altar's alcove. Clear that with your just base knowledge, this was once a chapel dedicated to a Rastil that has now been tainted with the altar of Lamashtu. Although the bigger concern is possibly the biggest ogre you have ever seen is standing right in front of it. And as you open the door, he looks at you. as he turns to you, you can see he was calmly standing there like at worship, and when he sees you, he turns and he like looks at you with his ogre hook in hand and just lets out a bellowing roar that shakes the walls of this floor. And I'm gonna roll some initiative for him.
Housekeeping?
Okay, I can see you're busy. We'll come back a later time. Oh, he's got a name.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened here? What? Okay. Somehow I popped out the chat window and then it wouldn't let me use it anymore. So I had to reload it.
The first thing you notice upon walking into the room is the big red health bar that appears.
At the top of the screen. Oh shit!
And the
His
music
levels are
changes.
skulls. Is that normal?
And this would be a surprise if you want to take a standard action, and then we'll go to the top of the order.
Actually, Fix is gonna close the door. Move this way and look at the others like, get ready.
What was? Not big.
Big ogre.
Stairs.
Big ogre. In there.
Afixa, as you say this and you're looking, you hear the door behind you creak. It's like,
There we go.
and nothing else. You just hear the door creak and you hear some creaking of wood.
You think there's a diplomacy option?
Reach.
Fix look over her shoulder towards Reach and kind of alarm panic in her eyes that I think there's somebody else out here in the hall.
Well, it is it's dim light out to there, but I could try chucking a torch. How open is the door?
It is wide open.
So, yeah. Move to draw and throw. A 12.
So the good news is at least get to the door. Light. There we go. Doesn't seem to help in seeing anything. Just the door opened and you heard the creaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
His
Lucilla.
third door.
Wait, what was that? Sorry.
I was just saying his third door that is not open. But this is going to get interesting. Because his turn's coming up.
Yeah, I'm going
watch
to
out for this one.
full defense. That'll boost my AC by 6 and Fixes by 3.
Gotcha. Speaking of said door, it opens wide. As standing on the other side, this thing takes a swing at Afixa. And 34?
That hits.
Don't forget with the +3 I gave you.
Yep, I'm at 27 with that.
She hasn't smited anybody yet, so
Yeah.
she's not up to her full power. That's all he can do this turn. Emmanuel, I need some combat music because this is about to get nasty.
Mm-hmm.
This video has been copyright struck by Disney.
God, can you imagine if it did from that little bit of mock singing?
No,
I wouldn't put it past YouTube.
I do know that bad singing does get around that filter. I've seen lots of other YouTubers do it, so it's fine.
But The worst
Can I
deal
see
can
who's
happen,
swinging
better.
it at Afixa?
Let me see.
I
Or
can
like
just
which direction
barely
it came
see
from?
him.
You see that it came from in here,
Okay.
but you don't have any line of sight
Oh
currently.
yeah, no, I just wondered where.
Like you saw an arm swing out with a hook and like slash across her face. Like with that blow, I would say it's probably across her face.
In my face. Tell Juan to go guard Afixa. And I can't see, but I assume there's somebody right here.
Yep.
Okay. So he bite.
That'll hit. That will grapple.
All right, just the first hit. And then
Damage though.
5, 10. Is there? And he'd shout, "Is there one in there?"
The big one's in that one.
Crud. 15. And Emmanuel can take a shot at the big one.
And you're also, Juan and Emmanuel are benefiting from the defense.
Yeah, so anyone adjacent to me gains +3 to their AC.
Just the first attack, Richard.
That will hit.
For stuff that is only supposed to have one attack, I think if you set it to be max, it'll only ever do the one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Where's that
this
map?
guy.
Under settings with attack, where it says like ranged or melee. One of the
Don't worry.
options
It might not matter for Emmanuel here in a second.
yeah. I mean,
So first thing he does is enter a rage.
Oh god.
Second thing he does is step up.
And throw down.
And you're a spellcaster, right, Emmanuel?
He does have divine magic.
Okay, let me go ahead and click that box.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I just realized there isn't a single person in this party that doesn't cast spells.
So this is going to be a single hook attack. $28 to Emmanuel.
That would normally hit, but he's going to use immediate action for Stone Shield to give him 4 more AC. I imagine he's going to blow through the Stone Shield, though.
40 points of damage.
Shit.
Yeah, that's the crit, by the way.
Yeah,
So-
I know.
So yeah, 40 points of damage to that stone shield. Does it if it goes through it, does it still hurt you?
No.
Okay.
But you destroy the Stone Shield, so it
Yeah,
doesn't.
stone shield is just destroyed. So yeah. So luckily you had that.
yeah, 2d8 times 3. That. Let's see how this goes.
Also, he crits on a 19, just FYI.
Lovely.
To fix it.
And that's a 5.
5
that
foot.
he rolled.
Swift action smite. Say, leave my friends alone, and then full attack. Like, and
Yeah, hopefully he's a glass cannon. 'Cause
First, they were all hit. 49, 21. Oof.
yeah, 87. Wow.
Yeah, that hurt. Gogmer.
Welcome to the fuck you. And he's muted.
My bad.
Yes.
Naturalist is gone, right?
Yeah, I don't have that going right now. I
All
might
right.
fire it up again on my turn, but for right now, it's not there.
I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
actually, to round out my turn, can I have Yukai flap off her shoulder, land here, and start bardic performance?
Sure. I think it'll stack with your other one, right?
Yeah.
Yep, mine's a different type of bonus. It's an insight rather than a something or other bonus.
What does Bardic Performance give?
Let me double check.
It is different, I know that.
Inspire. What is it?
Inspire courage.
It's basically just going to be a
Yeah.
+1 to attack and damage rolls,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I think saves as well.
Everyone?
Yep. +1 to attack and damage.
I'm gonna take a peek. Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
Then, can I avoid an attack of opportunity by doing this?
It will get an attack on it for you if you don't want to roll acrobatics.
I'll roll acrobatics. I'm good at it. All my characters are good at it.
Oh yeah. His CMD is quite high, but natural 20, 32 will definitely get past it.
I was just here thinking words that preceded death. I'm good at it.
Maybe I'll confuse it.
Before you go, Reach,
Oh dear.
from down the hallway, a bolt of lightning shoots out straight ahead this way. Wait, I'm on the wrong layer. This way.
Is it confused yet?
So I need reflex saves from all three of you. As I roll the 96 damage.
96. Reflex. I've got reflex.
So both of you will take half. All of you will take half.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you
Take
said
half of
96.
33.
16.
16. I think I have some resistance to lightning.
Yeah, that's just the damage.
Yep.
Should
So
be
I think
5.
11. Yeah. So minus 11.
But nothing seems to materialize in front of you.
Yeah, I have evasion, so I don't take any damage.
Well, look at you,
Sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Reach.
Well, I
Were
got
those
one
rogue
more
levels?
haste, so let's do
Paste
that.
it up.
Mm-hmm. Not gonna upcast.
Got it.
So that's 9 rounds of paste.
Priscilla. If you're going to move anywhere, feel free to move if you want, Reach.
I feel comfortable where I am, despite the lightning.
All right, so I'm going to temporarily lower the full defense bonus to begin my own naturalist bardic performance. As standard.
Got it.
And
I
then
thought it was a move action now.
no.
Oh, because you multi-class.
Yeah. My prestige class has been helping add more rounds to it, but not high enough for it to be a move action yet.
Gotcha.
But I can quick draw out my iron rope to have that be ready, but other than that, that's all I'm going to do.
Gotcha. This one is going to attack, full attack, the thing grappling it. So it'll be -2 to these attacks. Actually, no, what? He's going to use his reckless abandon. So he's going to take more penalty to his AC, but he's not going to take a penalty to attack rolls. The damages will just be -5 to these 2 rolls.
Mm.
Well, that's a natural 20, so let me see if I confirm. $31 against 1 to confirm the natural 20.
Yep.
So he takes 66 from the first attack. And does the 30 hit?
Yes.
Then he takes 30 from that as well.
All right.
You did it,
Immediate
Richard.
action, I'm
You
going to
killed
use
the
the
So he takes 96 points of damage.
Oh my
So,
god.
subtract.
I
that,
did tell you ogres are hit hard.
Yep.
33. I'm going to use his immediate action, bolster companion, to avoid that attack.
How does it avoid it though? I can't remember.
It
The
ups his
attack of
AC
30,
by
it
4.
adds 4 to his AC, so his AC goes up to 32 for that one.
Gotcha.
And if it still hits, it
Takes it to
whip
half
over there,
damage.
which I think.
So would it be smarter to do it to the first attack then?
Immediate
it
don't
negates,
like
it negates about the same damage, really.
It would be. If it was 66, it would be exactly the same. So, yeah. So he takes
either way, it doesn't
66
matter. Yep.
-5, unless it's an evil weapon.
It is not an evil weapon, no.
All right.
Emmanuel.
We'll let Juan do something before he dies. He'll maintain.
Also, give him back 10 health because I forgot to subtract the damage to his, because he's using the weapon one-handed because he's grappled.
Okay. Right, and then does that add any back for power attack?
So that should be, give him 14 back instead of 10.
Okay. Every little bit counts.
Yeah.
Juan, this is his free maintain attempt. It would be the first one, 40.
Wait, that's an attack roll, not a grapple.
I set up my grapple as
Oh, okay, gotcha.
just
Yeah,
this.
that'll maintain the grapple.
Okay, he takes 17 damage from maintaining, and then Juan's going to attack again.
35 will hit.
But now it's a full attack, so he'd get all of his attacks.
Gotcha.
+1 for haste.
Oh yeah, he gets an extra attack for haste. Forgot about that.
Oh, you have haste. That
That one also hits.
So 20, 18.
I already deducted each
Okay.
one separately, so I can keep track.
And then Emmanuel will 5 foot back, I think. Would he still be able to reach me if I shoot a bow from here?
10-foot reach.
Yeah, well, then he is going to withdraw instead to get back to here.
Gotcha.
And that would be out of reach, right? 15.
Mm.
This guy's turn now. Let's see. Excuse me, one second. I'm going to what his combat rules are for this.
Mhm.
Okay. He will make an attack against Afixa first.
Mhm.
It's going to be 3 attacks. He's going to attack you twice and then attack Dogmer once.
Okay.
And does he want to keep power attack on? Yeah, he doesn't know how hard you are to hit or not, so he hasn't swung at you yet. Okay. His first 2 attacks against you.
Oh no, they both hit. Oh shit.
Well, on the bright side, the one misses and
Well, if the first one would knock you unconscious, he's not going to swing down on your unconscious body.
Well, the thing is, she'd probably, if the first one hit in, let's see, 38, she'd be just under, so then she'd use Hero's Defiance and use her lay on hands on herself as a immediate action.
We'll see if it brings you back up, because I think you're down 6.
Yeah, down 6.
Huh? So, then,
11, and then I'm dead outright.
yeah, with another 42 points of damage.
Wait, down or dead? That's very different.
I am, let's see, I'm at
She would
11
be at
minus
11
42.
points, minus 42.
Let me look up the
So
reincarnate
that's
spell real
That's
quick.
like minus 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
you
don't
just,
spend that much con.
in Pathfinder, you just go past your con in negative and you're dead.
Well,
Oh, looks like you're getting reincarnated.
I hope you come back as a bugbear.
And I assume the 19 doesn't hit Gogmert.
The 19 does not hit Gogmer.
Go ahead and take a fix off the initiative tracker. Gogmert.
It's clobbering time. Okay, I got.
Although the question is, were you still a gorilla or did you unwild shit?
You turned me into.
Oh, I think I just moved it. So it's up to you if you wanted to stay a gorilla or not.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was a deal with the stairs or. Let me see my. Yeah, I think I would probably still want to be a gorilla. It doesn't change.
Since it's my mistake, if you wanted to have cast a spell instead of Shillelagh, I'll just allow that to happen.
Yeah, in that case, I'll go ahead and cast Thorn Body.
Got it.
Monkey!
So Affix is dead then.
Yes, very much
Yeah.
so.
Luckily,
Possibly in multiple pieces.
Luckily, we just got to the point where I could use reincarnate. So as long as we get her back up within a week, she'll come back, possibly the same race.
Yeah, it's a random.
And for
This is also
reincarnate, you only
dependent
have
on
to have
if you.
part of it, right?
This is also dependent on if you keep Gogmert alive as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, wild shape large. Are there any bardics going on?
There's
Both
a
of them.
bardic from me, and there should be one from what's his face?
Yukai is still up, but he is very disheartened at the moment.
Mm,
All right. What's the bonus from Yukai?
+1, I believe.
All right, then
Because
these
he's
will
not
all
a
be
strong
at a +1.
bard.
I'm doing power attacks.
Yeah, so it's +2 from me, +1 from him, and then also there's haste going on, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay,
it's
so I can do another of my
+1.
primary attacks, right? So I can do 2 bites and 2 claws.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so first bite, second bite, that'd be a 33 and a 28.
Yeah, they're. I will tell you, pretty much any of your swings that aren't a natural one are going to hit this guy. He is
Okay.
all bite, no bark.
And then claw. Well, I got a natural one on one of the claws, but what can you do?
But all the other ones still hit.
So 2 bite damage, 1, 2, and a claw.
Did you say these are power attack, or do you already have that on?
They should already have power attack calculated.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've got a little buff for power attack.
Good news is he is bloodied now.
Yeah, 'cause he's
Bloodied
got-
as in below half health.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
funky monkeyed.
This could be problematic.
Bad news is I need everyone here to make me a save. Let me.
Can
we
I'll
just
tell
pick
you
whichever
in
one?
1 second. No. It is a will save. Beach is fine. Lucilla fails.
I'll re-roll it with what I get before. Yeah, I'll re-roll it with a fate. What the hell? 25.
Okay, Lucilla passes. Manual
Yeah,
fails.
I'll tap and reroll too.
Fail still.
No, fuck.
I need it from Juan as well.
Yeah.
And from Gogmert. Okay, so Lucilla and Reese are fine. Everyone else fails. It is confusion.
Of course it is.
Okay.
Also, actually, I'm going to have the main guy roll too because it's in his area.
Mhm. Mhm.
He's fine.
Well, shocked at seeing Afixa go down. Reesh doesn't quite notice the confusion spell despite
Yeah.
resisting it. Takes a quick step back, lizard heart racing. But seeing as how lightning did come shooting out of that room, I'm going to cast Black Tentacles into it.
Can I use a hero point to reroll that will?
Yeah, if you like.
All
You
right.
did 20, didn't you?
If you want, I will say, if you want to just spend one to add a +4, you'll pass.
Okay, then I'll just do that.
Where are you targeting the center of the black tentacles?
Let me double check the radius. I think it's 40 on there. No, it's 20-foot radius spread. So, right about there.
Okay. Well, it is a reflex save, right?
It is a grapple.
That will grapple as you see the tentacles wrap around something right around here. Like just on the edge of the black tentacles. Looks like a rather large body, but something is grappled currently in there.
Invisible caster.
Okay.
My turn?
Yes, it is.
All right. I am very upset at seeing my friend get gibleted. So I see the black tentacles wrap around an invisible thing, and I decide that I'm going to do something about this. So I quick draw out of my pocket a like an origami animal, and a complete one fold, and then I huck it. Because I can imagine I can get a good few feet off of throwing a piece of paper there or wherever. And that's my origami swarm.
Okay.
I'm looking at the reincarnation table, and a lot of these options are pretty bad.
To be fair, you keep your all your mental. It's just your physical.
Yeah, your physical stats are on.
Let's see,
I am also gonna, when we do it, use the unofficial table that's on there. That has a lot more choices.
because it's more fun.
It's more
So,
fun.
wouldn't you come back as like a celestial form of whatever you roll?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Depends.
Let's see if you all survive first.
Yeah.
That's true. This isn't going well.
Let me just pull it up for you so you can make it easy. The origami swarm counts as a rat swarm, which I believe a rat swarm is in the little Pathfinder compendium on Roll20, so that shouldn't be a bother for you.
I was just gonna Google it because it's not like you have to roll; they just automatically deal the
Yeah.
damage.
That's why I threw it, because I'm like, invisible thing, who gives a shit? Auto damage.
Plus, can't grapple the
1d6
swarm.
damage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The black tentacles can't grapple the swarm. I actually knew that as soon as you did that. So.
Does resist the swarm's poison, or in the disease.
Mhm.
Oh, it doesn't have that because
No, because it's paper.
yeah.
It functions as a rat swarm, no disease, vulnerable to fire. That's it.
Roll the 1d6.
Yep. 3.
Just here and like this is a thing surrounded by black. I was like, get off me! This one is in trouble. He is going to try to break the grapple that the wand has on him. CMB.
He makes actually to break it. He makes a CMB or escape artist.
Yeah, he doesn't have escape artist, so that's a CMB check right there.
Okay, and that goes against attacker
CMD, I
CMD,
I'm sad
which is only a 28. So yes, he breaks it.
Yeah. So he managed. I was going to say that's a natural 19. If you can't break it there, you can't ever break it. But that is his turn.
That snake.
And he is going to 5-foot step away.
Sad to see you fix it.
Emmanuel, you saw the other celestial body in the place die. And it's with a hook too. I imagine it's gruesome. Like he reaches out and grabs her head and then spins the hook around her neck.
Ooh. He tells Juan to continue his attack, even though he himself is contemplating running away. You do not know that.
Reach is thinking about it too, but Godmert is still there.
He is a bit of a coward. So can you take Juan into this room? I can't get in.
Yeah. I mean, he can just 5-foot step down and attack it again.
Is the door open?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't. Oh, I don't have sight on Juan. That's why. All right, he'll 5-foot step down and full attack with haste. Wow, that's terrible.
First one will miss. Second one, he bites into it, and with the second attack, he grapples it, and you hear a very familiar at this point sounding crunch as this ogre's body just crunches and breaks.
Well, then can he use his last attack on the...
He hit with the second attack.
Yeah, but you have the extra bite because
right.
Yep. So this
that will
last
hit.
fight.
Go ahead and roll a D100. 51 or higher is a hit.
Okay.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And it would automatically do a grapple attempt.
Yep.
I'm just going to hit the full button to try and grapple.
Yep. That will grapple, so now it's grappled by multiple things.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd take the constrict damage as well.
Yep. I'm already deducting.
Okay. And then Emmanuel is going to fire at this guy.
Gotcha.
Since he's hasted, he's going to do a full attack instead of a final strike. And then one more. Wow, some great time for some shitty rolls.
First one will hit, though.
I mean, do you have any rerolls left?
Now would probably be the time if you have them.
Now would be
You
the
should have
time,
22.
so I will tap to reroll that second attack. Add the second attack. Actually, I'll reroll.
I did
full
cap
attack.
hero points at 2, but I know you've only used 1, so that one will hit.
Yep.
16. He's looking pretty rough, but he's still up. He gets a turn.
With the confusion spell?
Oh, yeah.
Oh God,
Manuel.
yes.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I need to roll for Juan first. I guess
Yeah.
that guy might still be alive.
Yeah, that is the case. Roll a D100.
Okay, this is
I
for Juan.
completely forgot all about
Yes, Juan acts normally.
that. Yeah, so that all happened. So for Emmanuel, then. Oh, wait, did
Only
Emmanuel
everyone
didn't have
does.
to roll.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, you're
now
good.
Now this ogre here was also affected, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. No,
No, the ogre
yeah.
resisted it.
he had a
Oh, he
huge
resisted?
freaking
Okay.
will save for.
Yeah, he smacked a 25 down there.
All right.
He's
We're
gonna
dealing with like an ogre monk or something.
he steps on Afixa and really crunches in her bones with his foot.
Ah,
Sorry.
come on.
Sorry, Loki, I'm not actually trying to be a dick. This is just him showing disdain towards you, and he's gonna greater cleave, starting with Juan, moving his way up.
Is he in the wall standing there, though? Can he stand there?
Yeah, it looks like he's in the wall.
Yeah. Doors.
Looks like the
He's
door
gonna
is
be
on those
squeezing,
two
so yeah, he won't do
spaces.
that. So instead, let me see.
He could probably cleave. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
he's just gonna cleave the two of you then.
Okay.
I really want to get that snake though.
Low money.
we're protecting the
So-
important one, okay?
He's going to attack Gogmert first, followed by Lucilla. So Gogmert,
Are you fucking kidding me?
is that a confirm?
Maybe.
I doubt it because he's got at least a +3 going on, and wasn't he 23 normally?
Yeah, you should have a +2 from her Bardic, +2 from, or +1 from the other Bardic. So that's
And then
+3.
+1 from
Plus
haste.
one haste, yeah.
Let me see.
It's really close because it shows 25, so it might be like
It shows 25. I want to make sure that it's calculating. The only thing is the beast shape.
If you'll let me, I didn't say that I gave covering fire, but he does it as a free action.
I mean, if you want to do that, I'll allow that, and that'll make it so it doesn't crit confirm.
So
Okay.
don't TPK us.
Let's just see what the crit would have been.
Yeah,
though.
Holy.
because I'm just saying.
So no one would
getting
be
him
getting reincarnated.
that yeah, it's all very possible that this thing could one shot me as well.
So that is a 40 points of damage to Gogmert,
I'm still up.
and then he makes one attack against Lucilla.
That does hit.
44 points.
Okay, that does not kill me. It takes out 2/3 of my health, but it does not kill me.
Well,
I
might
did say
have
once
to
you got
finish
to
this guy
ogre, I was
off.
going to
Oh,
start
yes.
hitting hard.
No, I
Mhm.
believed you.
This AP just like limped along and then said, "Whap."
You know what? I'm just gonna put this out there. Like 8 months from now, when Kenneth has uploaded this episode to YouTube and our one viewer is caught up, he is gonna be excited.
Yes, he really wants us to die, man.
Okay, so here is what I'm struggling with now. I could attack this thing and potentially kill it. Juan will get a turn coming up before it has another chance. That would be the dangerous option. The non-dangerous option would be I turn back into my Gogmert form and run away and ensure that we can reincarnate Afixa.
Yes, grab some of her hair and take it with you.
I think we need the whole body, but
You don't. I read it.
No.
Reincarnate, you only need a part of the body that was present when she died.
It's the benefit of it over a traditional resurrection spell,
Yep.
because there's a lot of resurrection and necromancy spell that only works if the head's intact.
And I
Re-
really love the idea of you taking the hair that she hated when people cut her hair.
Yes. Yeah, no, seriously, even if I die, do that for a fix.
Yes.
I will make a new character. I want that plot point.
I'm not that worried about you dying, because I think Juan can kill this thing if he doesn't end up being confused.
I mean, honestly, I know it's a stupid idea, but on my turn, I'm probably going to go aggro on it myself.
I mean,
That's
when
what I'm
Godmar
saying.
save
It's more
himself,
likely-
if Emmanuel gets low, he's going to save himself because he's conceited, self-centered.
Yeah. Will Godmar go hero mode?
1d2?
This could be a turning point of what helps change Gogmar's alignment.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Does he stay and try to defend all his friends, or does he turn tail and run?
We truly are
Possibly
the only
saving
friends
one.
you've ever had.
That's not true. There's that
True,
reasonably
Rip Nugget
attractive
was an
dog.
asshole. I didn't like Rip Nugget. You guys were much, much better than him.
Yeah. No goblin's ever done anything nice for another goblin.
I'm gonna say,
Also, he had
fuck
the
it,
name Rip
Juan,
Nugget.
I'm counting on you next round. If I die, then no one's getting reincarnated, and there are gonna be 2 new characters next session, because you will definitely kill
So,
me.
Nanny, Nanny, Boo Boo.
So do I still have the effects of haste going on?
Yes.
Yes. 8
Okay.
more rounds of it.
And you should have a +3 total to your attack rolls as well from the 2 different bardics.
Yeah. The only ones that aren't being calculated are the there's a +1 that's
Yeah.
not being calculated in here. Power attack, I will do.
I will tell you guys now, his AC is 12.
Yep.
So I will
he's
hit him
very
as
specific.
long as I do not get a critical fail.
Are you power attacking?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's calculating the power attack. So 1 bite, 2 bite,
Both hit.
1 claw, 2 claw. Okay.
They all hit.
Plus the
Bite
haste.
damage, bite damage,
That
claw,
was the haste.
claw damage.
So give me 1 second. Let me see what his health is at.
Oh, also, did he should have taken damage when he melee attacked me.
That is true. What's the damage on it?
Oh shit!
Hmm?
I just realized his attack should have been 2 less because I hit him with my shield.
I mean, he still would have hit you. He got pretty high.
He rolled a 32. My AC was 31.
Well, it's too late now. We've
Yeah.
gone way past the check.
Yeah, it's kind of a dramatic moment.
Oh,
Sorry.
I know.
You take 1 point,
Shit.
1d6 points of piercing damage plus 1 per caster level. So
Okay,
7
so 1d6 plus 7.
Mhm.
Don't think about it,
8
Loki.
points of damage. He is staggered. He is at 0.
Oh my god.
Bring it home, Lucilla. Bring it home.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Wow.
Kenneth, out of character, personal favor. Let me have this.
I was gonna magic missile him,
Can't
but
it?
all right.
Rish, kill her. She'll never let it go.
That's to try to break free from the black tentacles.
29, I do believe, makes it. But that's on. Oh, yeah, it's its turn.
And I think that's all it can do because now it's stuck there still because it's still grappled by Juan.
And it's covered in an origami swarm.
Yep. And it's ends her turn in it, so I think it's another 1d6.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's your call, Kenneth. I'm just.
Well, I've also got this caster to deal with.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay.
I can definitely read that you're
I didn't
angry.
need to. There we go.
Being all, he's mine. So black tentacles on the thing still.
Re-grapple.
Yep. 7-1 is
Another grapple loop, but this time
Out of it. Guess I'll pull out to scroll and cast glitter dust on the fairly obvious grappled invisible person.
covered in paper.
Let's see.
And
That
now
would be a
glitter.
+1.
It's a fucking hobby shop over there.
So it's the DC. The DC. I'm not sure what it is, but she rolled a 15 total.
DC for the blindness without upcasting. It's a first level, so
Yeah.
D16.
So she is blind, and I'll go ahead and show you the token now.
Oh, mamacita.
Have at it.
I was gonna say no flirting while your friend's dead.
Finish it, Lucilla. You got this.
Yep. I am going to 5-foot step up, and then I am going to full attack. I will use power attack because you said his AC is 12, and with power attack, I have a +12 bonus on my first attack with these daggers. So literally, I should be able to hit him even as long as I don't get all natural ones.
Mm-hmm.
So first
You
two
have
flint-
3 attacks, I believe.
Yep.
So
And
first
then-
one will hit. Give me 1 second. I have to before the second one will hit before you roll damage. I have to calculate because he has certain con threshold because he's still up until his con goes because he's raging.
Right.
Okay, he's still up. So go ahead and roll damage.
Roll damage on the second one. There we go. That's 7 base damage, 5 frost.
Okay. He went down to -29, and his con is 29. So describe how you kill this guy.
Well, he gets, his bell rung by a giant ape that is Gogmert, and then I run up his ogre hook, and then I leap onto his face, and I stab both daggers into his temples for leverage to hook my feet on his ears, and then I just take the flame dagger and I stab right in that part of the skull where there's a little crack where when you're a baby the bones
Soft
fuse
spot.
together. Yeah, the little soft spot, and then I just keep going to town until he stops.
The factory reset button.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
I've heard that before. I love it every time.
Lucilla
think
is very
Lucilla-
upset. Probably only Rish and Emmanuel would recognize this is somewhere close to that time when those rage sin spawn made me take my frustration out on a walkway.
On the walkway, I was about to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it's that
Lucilla
level.
should have to take the dedicated adversary feat for ogres now.
Of course, now the fun part, as Manuel and Juan are still confused, and, well,
But yeah, did we get saves?
Um,
Additional?
I think so at the end of your turns, I think. So let me just double check.
nope.
No?
No, that's a 5th edition thing.
Yeah, that is.
Well,
Okay,
if we
so-
kill her, the spell goes away, right?
Nope.
Nope.
No, but if combat ends, we can just ride it out.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll a D100 for Juan first.
Alright. This is one. Ooh.
96.
I believe that is what I was alluding
Attack
to. It's
nearest
attack.
creature. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be bad. We may
The
have
nearest
to-
creature is the ogre, so.
For Juan, it's all right, but Emmanuel has a choice of 2 targets which won't agree with that, and 1 which might kill.
He might just slap you.
So go ahead and have Juan attack the ogre.
Okay, so first he's going to maintain his grapple.
I will argue that he's just attacking, so the grapple just breaks, but you're going to
Okay, he can drop grapple and then attack again, which will probably
which
bring-
will just grapple her again, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter too much, but
So it's that second series of attacks, and then a haste one. So I don't know if that second one confirms.
Juan's used to being a little larger than he is, so after he crushed this one's bones, he's trying to eat her, but he's not quite the size for it. So
And now to be that person that's always being very fair about the rules, I don't actually control the origami swarm, so it'll just start attacking Juan now.
Yep.
I am being on the level with you, Richard.
Well, for now,
it's a rat swarm. We could curb stomp it pretty easily.
Yeah, it'll be pretty easy just to dispatch it pretty fast. But this is a very important roll. For Emmanuel, roll D100. This could be a issue. 58. I think you're mostly fine. You hit yourself with 1d8 plus strength modifier.
Oh,
you smack yourself with a bow.
He's probably
just looking at my strength. Okay.
Highest health out of all of us. So.
Wielding a bow does 1d8 damage as a melee.
You see Emmanuel try and concentrate, and then he just switches the bow around in his hand and whacks it against his forehead 3 times.
So after that, I will hand wave the rest. It's easy enough to dispatch the swarm. We'll say Juan in the process does take 6 points of damage, just because he can't get away fast enough.
Well, do they have? I think his DR blocks it. He'll take 1 point.
Yeah, so that's good. That's all good. But the combat ends, and it's very quiet now as the fighting subsides. I imagine Lucilla's heavy breathing from.
Yep. Oh, definitely.
I
will
will
that barbarian level.
Transform back into Gogmert.
Big Mert. But yeah, with the fixes down there, bloody and everything, you see Yukai rush to her and he's holding her. He's a little smaller than her, so it's it would be like Lucilla, a halfling size holding a fixa.
Mm-hmm.
He's just looking I don't have that much power, and he's trying to heal her, but it's not working.
You can't do anything
Godmert will
about
just
it?
do a quick heal check to confirm that she is dead. I'm guessing that's enough.
Yeah. He's looking does anyone have any ability to revive? I do have something. I can. He basically I don't know how to do it in the universe explanation of how he can once when a fixa dies. I had planned this a while back. He can forego the cost of a reviving spell of some sort to her. So you can waive the 1,000 gold for reincarnate.
Yeah. Well, Lucilla's just total tunnel visioned on him right now, and it's well, you're the fucking angel or whatever. If anyone have something, it should be you.
I'm not that powerful of an angel. Why do you think I'm a bird most of the time? And he's mid tears.
There is a way I know of to revive a fallen ally, though. Maybe not in the most ideal circumstances.
Well, whatever it takes. And he's holding her, doing that thing he's rocking because he just doesn't know what to do.
Before you cast, Emmanuel's going to say, wait. He's going to hold up his hand and spread out his fingers and lean down and place his hand upon a fixa. Does anything happen?
Nope.
You even have it prepared?
No, well, we'd have to wait a day for me to prepare.
There's 7 days before you can't do it anymore, so.
Yeah.
So there's just that tense moment of waiting to see if anything happens with Emmanuel. I'm are you doing anything?
I didn't know if I had the power. If I was that powerful of an angel. But apparently I'm not.
I pull my cold iron dagger and I just stab him in the thigh.
It will take me
now
a day.
It's not the time to feel full of yourself, Emmanuel.
It was worth a try.
It'll take me a day to get all of the materials arranged. But I do warn you, if she does choose to come back, she will very likely not be in the form you remember her.
I mean, I don't care what form as long as she's back. My duty is to watch over her. can't keep her safe. I don't have that kind of power either. I'm just here to watch.
He's no other ogres.
Very well. In the end, it will be her decision whether or not she decides to return. I'm just letting everyone know the cost that will likely have to be paid.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, like the Black Arrows, they give you your time to like basically react to what's happened, as they've honestly been there recently.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we need a way to chase away the rest of the ogres. I believe, and he kind of nods over to the one that had dealt the blow to Aphixa. I believe that is Jagrath. He's the leader of the ogres. He's the head of the ogres in this area. I believe with the defeat of him, if we can maybe take his body, or easier enough, his head, and throw it out over the side of the battlements, it might chase away some of the ogres, if not all of them. Especially with any kind of motions to the group in here. Seems to be his lieutenants were up here with him. Generally, ogres aren't the most brazen, foolhardy. They're usually pretty much cowards in terms of more powerful foes.
I say we take all of these heads and throw them all over.
That's a
should
good
do it.
idea.
Lucilla takes a deep breath and then turns to Rish and goes, Rish, you said that there was no more ogres on this floor?
No, room's empty.
Any stairs going up?
Not see, but not check every door.
Okay. And I pull out my my cold iron dagger again and go over on top of this body and just start trying to remove the head via stabbing. And it's like one of those things that if you're looking at it, it's less trying to be efficient and more like I'm working through some stuff right now.
Like you see that when everyone sees Lucille do this, you see the Vale had started approaching with an axe. He's like, oh, kind of takes a couple steps back slowly and makes his way to the other ogres to hack their heads off.
Hey, wait for a second on this one. Pull out another scroll, cast blood transcription, pull out a jug, and bleed this one, because it's caster, and I haven't found its book if it has one.
From looking through the body, it does not have it.
Not on it. But it had a room over here.
Emmanuel.
I will tell you, it was a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Blood transcription.
It lets me
Consume
copy
1 point of
stuff.
blood from a spellcaster killed within the last 24 hours to learn a spell that is one spell available to the dead spellcaster. You gain the knowledge of the spell for 24 hours. You can then describe it. Yeah. Let me see. You gain one spell, right?
I believe I can take it off their list, but let me double check. Or you got it pulled up.
While y'all are looking.
So yeah, it says select one spell. So I will just go ahead and show you her sheet, because she's dead now, so it doesn't really matter too much. Let's see. Where's your sheet? Just gonna put it in the character so it doesn't reveal things on my notes.
Just imagine Emmanuel taking a step back.
If you look
holding
under the
his leg,
characters, it should have her now.
where he just got stabbed, looking over,
Yep.
watching Lucilla dig into the blood and gore, and then looking over at his other companion who just cut open the dead body and is leading it into a jar.
Then she's going to drink out of the jug and look really stoned for a couple minutes.
And now she's drinking the blood, and he looks down at Gogmert and thinks to himself, and the goblin's the most normal.
But yeah, you're free to, like, it probably takes Lucilla a good 10 minutes of hacking and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So you are able to get off the heads.
Yeah, once we get the heads, I'm gonna suggest we go to the ramparts. I'm gonna cast my last fireball at the biggest group of them before we toss the heads down.
the black arrows would direct you if you want to have the highest point to throw them off of. To lead down this direction into a central battlement tower.
I might suggest tossing the heads first so that they'll congregate around them so that you get more with that fireball.
Good idea.
I just come back head to toe covered in blood because I'm only like 3 feet tall, so the splatter's like my entire body. I'm like, okay, here you go.
Oh my god! To get to the spine, you would have been like elbow.
I was like up in there.
Yeah.
Shoulder deep at least.
If you want to direct your character tokens to this direction, you can follow where they guide you. Going up here, it leads you through this chamber up into a staircase. So I'm going to move you, Lucilla. You go to here, and it moves up into this area, which is a bell tower that is in the center of the keep. The bell, you can clearly see, was used as like an alarm system, but instead of the ringer inside, there is a headless body that has been used as a ringer recently. But it is the highest point and is easy to see overlooking the entire keep. The ogres are reduced by like half of what you have seen recently, but they've put out the fire. There's a few of them just kind of gathered around, kind of poking at some of the charred corpses of their friends and family. Kind of just like, huh. But you're free to do as you wish now.
Well, here's the head, Rish.
Hey.
As I say, it's the entire size of my torso.
The black arrows would have come along with you, and if you wanted them to, they could probably throw it a little bit better than Rish.
Yeah, Emmanuel would go up too.
I got decent decks, but they probably actually have the base attack.
Yeah. But either way, there's the 3 heads of the bodies that you were up here, and they just get flung down. They kind of hit the side of the keep wall and kind of tumble as they all kind of take a look at the side of it. There is a good gathering of probably like 6 or so ogres, Rish, if you want to lob something over at them.
Yeah. I assume it's just basically a narrative, because...
Yeah. You don't have to roll the damage, but you look at them like looking down at the body, and you see one of them turn like worried. It's Kargath as they say that, or Jargrath, and you see as they say that the explosion hits and sends them lurching forward. And it's not immediate, but over the course of the next hour or so, the ogres just begin to panic and flee as they empty out whatever hovels they've taken up and flee at the sight of the leader of them and his bodiless head just sitting there. And the keep is now yours.
Mm-hmm.
That's healing on
While
you,
they were
Doctor.
doing all that, Gogmer is probably getting everything ready. I imagine it's probably a big druid ritual to actually cast a spell or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You say that, but in my head, all I can imagine is him going around a corner and coming back with a goblin-sized dustpan and just sweeping up what remains of Fix's head.
No, he would probably take a piece of the hair, like Emmanuel said, and use that as the focus for the spell.
Just heal Gogmark 20.
The Black Arrows and Shillelagh work together and kind of block off the stairway leading up here and say that if they're going to hold up anywhere, this is probably the safest point. It doesn't look like the ogres are coming back, and there are some ways out through the top of the tower if they can shimmy down if worse comes to worse. But narratively, they're also rather beat up, but we just, again, don't have them on the turn orders and stuff.
So if Fixa was in Asimar or a Celestial, what was the...
She was in Asimar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Gogmer would be upfront with the fact that he does not know if she would retain any of the celestial traits or not.
Mhm.
Out of character, I would die of laughter if you rolled ogre.
Oh my god.
I would die of laughter if I rolled goblin.
Right?
Oh god, that'd be great.
There are so many. The extended list is not as bad as the short list because in
No,
the
it's really
short
not.
list there are as many bad things as good things.
I would argue that she should probably get a retraining in case, like, ogre or...
That's part of the spell. They mentioned some stuff. Like,
Yeah.
if there was something that would make it so your class would no longer work, you're allowed to do some free retraining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there.
Mhm.
As you learn how to move your giant bugbear arms.
I mean,
Or
honestly,
we could get Gripply and then the game would be over.
I will say if you roll, there's a couple of them that I won't allow just because they don't.
Yeah,
really
I'll
make
just do a
sense.
reroll if we get those. Yeah, I was looking at it.
Yeah, if we get, I will say if we get Troglodyte, Weirwood, or where's the other one? Anything that has like merfolk where you are expected to be in water.
Come on,
I know there is one
I mean,
of these here
there's
that has
a big
4
lake
arms.
that we're talking about. Merfolk could work.
There's a river.
I'm just saying because
Yeah.
if you for instance, if you guys went somewhere dry, all of a sudden she's gonna die because she's not near water.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah, that.
76.
I'm not talking about Undine. I'm talking about merfolk that don't have legs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those ones. Yes.
Merfolk are on this list as well as Undine.
Well,
To kind of narrate this so we can get to because we're all kind of excited to see what it is.
And Gilman are on here too.
yeah, because Lucille's just gonna sit at the top of this tower for a little bit. Like, not quite a panic attack, but definitely like in that area.
Yeah. So you guys kind of settle in for the night. There are some narrative stuff that you find that I'll tell you at the beginning of next session, just because it'll be fresher that way.
Mhm.
But in terms of magical goods that you find, the lead ogre has a ring of ferocious action.
Okay, I'm gonna Google what that is.
It makes it so you can ignore staggered a certain amount of times per day.
Put this stuff on the loot list.
Yeah.
And the other one, the caster, has a headband of ponderous recollection. It does not infer the +2 bonus to intelligence, but it does let you do the swift action items that are on it, which is like basically you can, as a swift action, automatically have a knowledge check rolled on it. It's basically just like a free knowledge check that even if you're not trained, it just after 3 turns it'll be treated as a natural 15.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's actually not a good thing for me. I know I do lots of knowledge checks, but
But you have a knowledge thing built in.
Yeah. I'm. That would actually be just a waste because I have.
But it's also
rolls
good
and
for like characters that don't have certain things trained.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just
Yeah.
letting people know that should go to someone else. Like
Yeah, I would
Emmanuel.
say let's take
In addition, you also find 9,000 gold in platinums, gold pieces, silver pieces, just all kind of piled up on the altar.
Mm-hmm.
There might be some other stuff I missed, and I'm going to go over my notes to be sure. But for now, that's what I'll give you. And if there's anything else I missed, I'll let you guys know next session, because narratively, you guys kind of settle in for the night. Gogmert, I imagine your long rest also consists of you preparing for the ritual.
Yeah, I would also argue taking some of these artificial races off of here, because there's one that's like a construct. And
Yeah,
there's one-
no, I plan on taking some of them off if you roll them. I don't want to change the whole, but like we'll see what you roll first.
Yeah, if
Some
we get a
of
3, then it's android, and that doesn't make much
Yeah.
sense being a
Some of
druid.
them don't make sense, obviously. That's why I prefaced it.
Yeah,
But
so-
the default official one is just a little crummy.
Yeah,
So it's
I
not-
mostly
it's-
like this unofficial one because it includes the what are they called on the website? The featured races, or
Yeah,
Can you link that unofficial one?
it's
Yeah,
on
right
the
on-
page.
Yeah,
It's on the
page
reincarnation.
So they have-
on D20.
Should we have Gogmert or a Fixa roll?
Oh, gotcha.
That's the question. Which one do you want to roll?
I say Gogmert. It's a spell. Let's see what it
Okay.
do.
Come
So,
on, 76.
As you're preparing for the ritual, you see the Yukai flitters and lands on a fixa, like the ritual area, basically preparing to energize the spell so you can ignore the material components. And go ahead and roll and see what happens.
I feel like there needs to be a drum roll.
You ever
My
used
palms are
credit?
getting sweaty.
Knees weak, mom's spaghetti. I like how Michael's holding up the suspense by just waiting to roll.
Michael!
Yeah.
I do want to remind everyone that there is a 2% chance that
Yes.
she becomes a regular race.
Starting race now.
And so now that I've significantly built up the suspense, 88.
That is
Nerf.
a deep gnome.
Yep.
Oh. A no.
It's good for your dex build.
Yeah, they're really good at stealth and stuff. Too bad they're
Their
blinded by
AC
the
goes
light.
Yep.
Oh, I love that. And then the other campaign too.
So,
Spell resistance. You get
is
to
that
cast
going to
some
stand,
spells.
or you going to
Yeah,
veto
that's
it?
the question for Richard.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm not trying to like gimp Loki's
Go
character.
with it, man.
It's up to. I will leave this one up to you, Loki. If you think it's not going to be something you want to play, because I think they are blinded by light, aren't they?
I don't know.
There's a
I
trait.
got the
you can take.
120.
Yeah. They're one of the more mainline races. They're not one of the weird ones, actually. So.
So I will say this: if you don't like it, Loki, I will let you roll, but whatever you roll would stand.
Mhm.
Barn.
It doesn't look like they're blinded by light.
They're
Okay.
not.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Reminding you that there are much worse options on the table.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
could
said,
cast blindness,
if
deafness.
you're not comfortable with
I
it,
like. There's something I like about playing. Yeah, I think I'll give it a shot.
okay.
And you can cast disguise self once a day.
You'll have to find a new token image, but I'll let you do
Yep.
that at your leisure.
And I am thankful that it's only the physical stats that change and not the
Yes.
mental ones, because that -4 charisma would have nope, hard no.
Luckily, there is plenty of deep gnome artwork on the internet.
Somewhere, in another dimension, Knifey Ivy just got a paladin level.
You will have to check what your current racial traits are, because I think it'll affect that a little bit for the physical stats.
Yeah, it says I lose by leaving SMR. I lose type outsider celestial resistance to my spell-like ability, but then I'll gain what was it? Fortunate spell resistance and
Defensive
deep-
training.
Oh shit! They got spell resistance.
Yeah. And a
That's
plus
actually
2
really
to
good.
all saving throws.
Yep.
I don't get all the stats. I just get a few.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But hey, Dark
And
Vision
I guess it's up
120.
to
that's pretty
Richard how
good.
much of the celestial stuff he wants to.
Wow, I get blindness, deafness once per day as a spell-like ability. Same
Also-
with Color, disguise
Yeah.
self.
The
DC is 12 plus your charisma modifier.
spell
Damn.
doesn't specify, but does reincarnate keep the same gender or does it change it?
Yeah, I think it keeps all.
I'm gonna say it keeps it for this, just because it's already getting fucky with the reincarnation.
I was just having fun, man. I love the reincarnation spell.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't get used that often, but it's always fun when it does.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
But yeah,
very fun.
so as the ritual completes, I imagine everyone kind of just walks into the area to kind of look at what's happening.
Deep
You
reincarnation
see,
punts her out like a mile away.
yeah, you kind of like are like anyone who's watching it. You see the hairs begin to form into a shape, just like a blinding light. Yukai slowly is formed into light. Yukai does perish with this by using his own body as the ritual component. So you will be getting also a new familiar.
Okay.
That won't come right away, but it'll come in its time.
An angel just killed itself to help you?
And we
Pretty
shall
much
call him Tukai.
more like no guy.
Norm Nikai. No, it's just Norm the temp.
Well, given that he was a bird, I had the pigeon voice from Mike Tyson Mysteries in my head. So
Norm McDonald, right?
yes.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. And then Affixit, you awaken, but you don't feel the same, but you're awake. You still have like a vague itching around your neck where you felt that final blow.
Everyone seems much larger.
Yeah.
So just look around
Goblin
like,
is at eye level.
is everybody okay? What happened?
You got hit very hard, but we killed them.
Nobody else got hurt. Is everybody still okay? Feels weird.
I give her a big hug, and that's when she notices I'm about probably the same size as her now.
She would go into hug and kind of mid-hug, like, realize something's up, and you would feel that tension in her body. Like,
Yeah.
So Gogmart had to bring you back from the dead. So you're a little different.
Not seeing anything like what you are now.
with that, she would just kind of take a few steps back and just kind of freeze and just kind of start looking down at herself and just
Let's see where they
almost
actually
blue
do
screen of
fit
death.
into the Pathfinder lore, looking them up on the wiki.
Brushing a tear from our eye, Lucilla says, "Well, people won't be stealing your hair anymore."
Wondered who was going to get that joke out first.
Here we
No,
go.
the hair is the only thing that stays the same.
Yeah, but now she's no longer a ASMR. Just a weird ass gnome.
Keep in mind your weapon damage dice will go down as well since you're now a small creature.
Your AC goes up.
AC goes up, yes. I think 1.
And your attack goes up.
Yep. But the damage gets reduced a little bit.
Yeah, she would probably stagger back a few steps and just fall back on her ass and just try to wrap her mind around what the fuck just happened.
It was the only way to bring you back into the realm of the living.
I thank you. This is just gonna take a minute. I'm definitely not upset with that you brought me back, or that I'm not me. I just, yeah. Where's Yukai?
Not to see him.
He said he had the ability to sacrifice himself to help in bringing.
Well, he didn't say that. He said he had a way to help bring her back.
A way to help bring you back, but he kind of did. He disappear?
Yes.
He disappeared when you arose.
I think at that point she would break down and actually start to cry.
And that seems like a solemn enough moment to end the session.